What the? I recognize a bunch of the players in this TNS, by the way. I see Gearlocks in the first match. And then I see Greeds in another match. Look at Gear, like Potemkin? Potemkin sided? Millia? Get the YouTube comments ready. I still can't play Strive on stream. I do watch-alongs whenever TNS happens because it's the largest weekly that happens for this game online and has really good high-level competition. And normally, whenever there's a game I'm following and I commentate it and do analysis for it, I usually try to watch, you know, whatever big tournaments happen all the time. And this is a big tournament. This event, if you guys don't know, had like 240 something people, I think 250, some just absurd amount of people for a local, like an online weekly. Like, it's an astounding number of people. I can look. Like, yeah, look at this. Look at the player numbers for this. So it's these players plus 243 more. So over 200 and almost 250 people. 246. That is wild. It exploded in viewer or in player numbers ever since the crossplay, especially, right? Like, that is a shit ton of people. It happens every Monday, so it has a ton of players. Oh, that is so scary. It has a ton of players every week, and yeah, it's a really dangerous bracket. You might build a bar to RC again, right, and then do another. Oh, you could have. I think you could have RC'd 2H Heat Knuckle now. Or like 6H Heat Knuckle. Unless you built the meter after the wall break, I'm not exactly sure. But usually you can. What up with you? Yeah, it had over 1,000 viewers when I was watching it too, when I tuned in. So viewership was really good. Uh-oh, pull up. Getting hit airborne like that feels so bad. Oh, that's a little drop. It's probably like worth it to just RC instead of PRCing this, right? So just if you just did this and then you RC'd it and then landed and did like 2 HE knuckle, you can probably do something really easy instead of that, I imagine. This is a bad matchup for Millia. I think it before it was notably not great. I don't know what the matchup is like now. Oh, you could have just punished there. Could have just punished the disc. That was too deep. Alright. I don't mind bursting like that against Millia. I think not letting her start her win condition is usually not bad. Oh, Trinity could have got so much more. For you Millia players, when you get stuff like this is definitely... I mean, sometimes you're already committed to whatever you're going to do. But this, you can just like Kara, or you don't even probably have to Kara here, but Kara hair Kara, and then you get the close slash combo and all kinds of stuff. Maybe on heavies you don't get as big of a route there, but... You know, yeah, you can even just do command dash close slash there, yeah. But anything is like, oh, the damage. That's also unburstable. You know, anything would be good, right? Better than going for just Lush Shaker. I like the raw 6H. Catch the backdash. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, okay. We made the best of it, sort of. The secret... Oh, Winger is great here, actually. Doesn't wall break, though, because Millia super sucks. No, you could have killed... No. You had, like, so many chances to kill there. Actually, that's unlucky. Oh, that was a good try. Just don't spend the burst. Okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, it was like 190 entrants a few weeks ago. Now this week it's 240 or something. I mean, it's absurdly big. Like the numbers are ridiculous. Nice. I like the preemptive far slash. Yeah, that like far slash 5H's. I'm a fan of those. Oh, this is scary. Yeah. Command grab kills now. Yeah. Good choice. When you have bar, I think it's almost always worth it to just try command grab there, right? Because if they jump it, you PRC, and then, you know, you go for whatever you want to do there. Nice. That was good. I like that 2K2D from the Millia. I like staying in the front there, too. The reason is I think most people default to thinking you're going to cross up. So, as like a level 1 mix, staying in the front is pretty good when your opponent is like... Yeah, see? It's pretty good when your opponent is like smart, right? That shit is cheap. Oh, okay, that was fucked up. That was pretty funny. Nasty little mix-up. This setup is pretty bad though. Yeah, that's probably. I think that's one of Millia's biggest weaknesses. Her post super wall break mix-up is so bad. If she got something good there, if she got like a disc or something better there, then that would really help her. But she really doesn't have a lot of good stuff to do there. 2D, yeah. Kara Garuda, perfect. Pull up for more. I love taking the Oki. Nice. Oh, you didn't have to do it to him like that. Full charge dust is definitely unnecessary roughness. Could have just tapped it.
They need them. That's true.
Yeah, her air dash and also just like her grounded choices on wall break aren't that great either. Like she can run up and do 6H or whatever, right? But oh, that sucked. If that was just close slash 2H or 2D, it would have been pretty good. Oh,
This is not a good round. This is a very
damn, command grab would have won there. It would have actually won the game. You know, for this Millia, I think the biggest problem they're having is they're not respecting back Mega Fist on their pressure. Because, like, look, let's all be honest. Pop players are fucking mashers. And when you put them in the corner, they're gonna just mash back Mega Fist, right? Like, we all know this. So, if you can, you really have to try and scout back Mega Fist with your pressure and keep... Yeah, because, like, they're just gonna do back Mega Fist. You know, so you... Oh, that's rough. So, for the Millia player, you definitely gotta watch out for that. Oh my god, it's an Axel mirror. I didn't even see who it was, but I like Greed is another friend of the stream in the chat all the time, and then I just see it's an Axel mirror. No OS on the backdash. You Axel players got to do it. I think your OS is pretty good too, right? Don't you get close slash hitting airborne? Maybe not here, but you can definitely close slash OS to catch backdash or even 5K. I'm gonna tell my kids this was Brexit. Go off. Punish? Yeah. Can Axel get something better than raw 2H? I guess 2H snail will work if you're in range. Bit zoning in it. True. Just hit 2H again. Dead. Oh, missed the OTG. I think even 2D OTG from farther away would have been okay there. I think Rinse and 8's probably pretty important in this matchup too, right? Because he can catch air dash back, or he can catch 2H or Renson with air dash back jump S or jump back jump S. So I imagine Renson 8, like the one that pulls you in, is really useful in the mirror. Because it's like the primary thing. Ooh, that hurts. It's the primary thing you can do to catch him jumping. Damn, backdash gamer. You're both backdash gamers. You know that? Both of you just need to OS the backdash. When you do this, just hit close slash to catch backdash here and you get a full punish, right? I mean, even 5K. 5K might catch the backdash airborne. I'm not sure if that's 100% case for all backdashes or any, but it might be fast enough. It's not that hard to learn an OS to catch that. I actually really want more close slash stagger. I think for a Greed, I think it would probably help. This should kill. Easy peasy combo. Yeah, to be fair, if I had Axel backdash 2K 2D, you know, I'd probably do it too. But it's more like you need the OS so that your opponent can't get away with it. Yeah, see, I like that. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, so now your opponent's gonna mash. Perfect. That's what you want, so you can get counter hit close slash. See that? Yeah, you're like all it took was like one close slash stagger, and Solar's just hitting 2K hella. So that's like the objective. No, if your character is strike throw, then that's really what you want. You want your opponent to be pressing, so that way you can counter hit them for more damage. Because the secret is that you want to hit with your strikes and not your throws if you're a strike throw character, right? Because generally, the throws don't deal much damage but give you good position, and the strikes, especially on counter hit, fucking murder your opponent. Like, they just die. So if you can make them press buttons, it's quite good. I imagine that 5P beats Rainwater there. That's why Axel did 5P on reversal 2K 2D. Makes sense. Yeah, backdashing OSs is pretty easy to do for most characters, especially off safe jumps. Oh, you died, I think. Oh, try to bait the burst. There's the burst, and that'll do it. Nicely done. That was good movement from Solar there. But like, yeah, the realistic thing is like that. That's how you open up your offense, right? The other thing is that I think Greed, you're too grounded here. No, it feels like Solar is using jump S and jump movement more. Like mostly in neutral, not aggressively, but like neutral jump S and jump back S. That's one thing I noticed watching this. I like that burst for offense. Is this gonna clash? Oh. Yeah, the jump backs and like the air jump S threats from Solar have been really good. Damn, I'm surprised that reached. Big punish. That's a big punish for Axel. Yeah, see, these jump S's have been really, really, really juicy. It's like, if you're not going to jump S, then you should run up and just 2S the jump S. You know what I'm saying? Gotta OS the backdash. This match is a lesson in OSing the backdash. For sure. Like, both of the opponents are not doing it. You gotta OS for it. Especially, like, here's the thing. Not doing it one time, I think, is perfectly fine. Because, like, you don't think to do it. But then, oh, you try to 6P too. But then, if they keep doing it, then you should always do it. Yeah, you can OS the backdash with close slash. That's probably the easiest thing to do it with. But, like, it's just a hit stop OS. So, I've done a lot of videos on hit stop OSs. But the way it works is, you input a safe jump. And then, after your safe jump, you just hit a button. Or a super, or whatever special move. Whatever you want to do, that will catch backdash. And if your normal is connecting with your opponent, hit or block, you will not get it because the hit stop of the game will make you not do this command, right? Because you'll be in hit stop from the other move. If your opponent is not there for any reason, i.e. they backdash so they have invincibility, then the other move will come out. Our weekly Idom watch moment, dude, there's so many Millias in this bracket. I'm sure Rat's in it later too. But there's like every week we tune in and there's so many Millias.
As we're seeing right now, this kind of bullet hell playstyle coming out from Idom is
look at Idom preemptively swinging. That move is ridiculous in this version, I think, for a Testament. I think yeah, this is just dead. I think that H-Gree Reaper, because of the 2H change, is ridiculous in this version for Testament. I think it's so strong. Because H-Reaper is plus, right? As long as you get the physical hit up close. H-Reaper is plus, and then 2H pulls you in to get the vacuum effect on it, and it's a true block string from 2H into H-Reaper, right? If they what's it called, block it up close, and then if you charge it, obviously it's even more. Wow, what a burst bait too. Oh, that should have just been 2H super maybe, or sorry, 6H super. I thought 2H into H-Reaper was tight. Maybe it's not. If you charge it, there's definitely a gap, right? Nice. Double overhead? No, it just goes low. Yeah, this will kill. Nice. That's one thing I like about Idom, is that he's willing to spend bar to just kill with stuff like this.
Keeps the jail going, whether it's just on a 5S. We've seen the tap dust edition of it as well.
Well,
you can just combo it into
yes, the physical hit is like the first part, right? So as long as the first part connects and then you get the second part, it's plus. What I meant was, like, as long as you're close enough for the first part to hit, you can, as you mentioned, IB the first hit of H Reaper, and depending on where you are, you have to be like really close, and your character has to be small. Then the second part will not hit it, and then you can punish it. It's actually punishable on block if you do that. But the spacing and the situation has to be pretty particular. So, you know, you got to be really in the right spot, and you have to IB it. But this is going to hurt. Yeah, you get great corner carry off. But yeah, what's it called? As long as the Reaper hits up close, then, you know, you're good. Oh my god. That was a lot of bar. It's not going to kill. But you get stain pressure here, which is really, like, you can't YRC it or anything. Well, you can if you do something else. But if you just do, like, a jump in there, like air dash, jump H, safe jump, and they YRC, then the stain pop will make it so that it's burst safe. Because the stain pop will be the pressure, and you don't have to do it. Nice. That was great. To just throw the crow straight. So, you know, if you hold a button with Testament, you throw the crow in the normal trajectory, not towards the succubus. So using that in a matchup like this against Millia, where you want to anti-air, like Idom just did it again there, is really good.
That happens where Millia takes to the sky, but because they're working in both,
It gives you a lot more control of the screen. Wow, she's dead.
Are you kidding me? Idom's insane.
And it's gonna be able to kill.
Yeah, I think Testament is pretty solid, besides just 6P obviously being good. Testament has pretty solid options to control airspace between H Reaper and Crow and what's it called? 6H in some jump arcs.
Mix heavy, and she has some really good balls.
I think Bridget has a lot of good stuff in this matchup, actually. Mostly the move speed is really good, but I think it's I don't know how Millia Testament is like as a matchup, but I think both of these characters, you know, they have solid movement and the ability to use their mobility to navigate around Testament zoning better than a lot of characters can. That's death.
That Bridget does have a mirrorless reversal. However, if you're getting hit, that part doesn't really matter.
Romola thinks Tess wins this for you, but she's a Bridget non-believer. It's funny because when I played Bridget before she got buffed, I thought she did pretty well in the Testament. But maybe it's my natural thinking characters are better in me. I generally don't think my characters are bad. So that's probably why.
I knew 6P upper body invulnerability was a real thing.
And maybe it's from because my other perspective of the matchup is playing Gold Lewis versus Testament. Wow, Idom teleported through the yo-yo. That was funny. Yeah, I generally believe in my characters. I generally think that they can usually always do it. So it's pretty rare that I'm like, my character can't do it. They're incapable of winning some matchup or it's bad. Usually don't think it's bad. Yeah, mostly because like, why play a character you think is bad? I could not. Oh, should have done scoot, so you get the follow up. Nice. Could have wall splat, but chose not to. Yeah, and then that's straight up a 50-50 there. Although I think the burst was built right, so yeah, you could have burst here if you really wanted to, but pretty risky. Eddventure versus CPU Faust. Yeah, I was watching when this one happened yesterday. This is a fucking weird match, man. Faust versus Jacko seems so strange to me. Like, it's so weird. Dude, look at 2K go, by the way. Why is 2K hitting like that? Can we all talk about that? Like, are you good, bro? Alright. Faust anti-airs are so good. Yeah, nice. That was great to the IFD there from Eddventure. That's something that's really useful in this matchup. Oh, that was probably supposed to be Kara mix. Good confirm too. Hammer is great. Lets you throw the weight. Yeah, jump. Perfect. Oh! But it could have been jump 2K mix, no? Or like even not jump 2K. It could have been like jump K, jump D. But I don't know. There's probably a way to fix that, but you know. Got the job done anyway. Yeah, the one thing that Faust is incredibly good at is anti-airing. That's probably his biggest strength as a character, I would guess. He is extremely hard to jump on. Probably the hardest character in the game to jump on. Oh, Kara Idom. Okay, maybe that's what he wanted last time. Yeah. That makes more sense. Like, all of Faust's anti-airs are extremely good, and they all have pretty good reward too, right? Like, he probably has some of the best, most consistent anti-air damage off of hits in the game. He's got lots of good anti-airs. So I think of all characters, he's like one of the scariest ones to jump at, which, I mean, his grounded control is also really solid, right? That's just how Faust is. It's like this in the other games too. Yeah, to kill minions, jump back P is what CPU did. And then jump back P into jump 2K. Oh my god, the OTG. Yeah, this is a pretty rough spot. 6P, look at how tall his 6P is, by the way. Look at how high up she is. Like, this shit just hits the ceiling. Hammer is okay. You need something that's advancing here. Yeah, exactly. You need to do something else that's not just, you know, throw a hammer there. You need like mini Faust or meteors to help you out. Ideally. This move is degenerate with bar, by the way. Oh, punish. Getting the burst there is really good. Because this round is a loss for Faust, most likely. But getting the burst is really nice. I think teleport PRC is one of the dumbest things in the game. I think for Faust, it's extremely degenerate. Like it is just, I immediately, no matter where I am on the screen, get to win a neutral interaction for no real reason. I just get to win it immediately. It's really strong. Oh, you're just gonna explode. Oh, I think the minions messed it up. Damn, he still died. What up, Neumann? Hell. Yeah, it's on Faust, which makes it, you know, like people probably don't complain about it as much as like they would if it was on many other characters, but just thinking about it in a vacuum, yeah, it's one of the best things in the game. It's extremely powerful. Right? Like there's not very many things more powerful than teleport PRC as an option. Get the banana. Nice. Although the banana peel is going to hit Faust. Yeah. Oh, that was so funny. That was a combo off the banana peel with the minion. What up, not for virus? The vitamin water from Eddventure is from Esports E-Series. You know, that's like the second or third time CPU has tried 5H like this to counter poke Jacko. I think it's actually really bad to use pokes like that go under her, or over her rather. Like, you know what I mean? I know from experience, like basically if she's trying to poke against you, you kind of have to hit something that just doesn't get low profiles, right? And like that's the second or third time 5H is lost. Feels bad. She just goes under everything with her 2K. I like to throw. I'm a fan. Yeah, and burst is probably a good idea just to get out of there. Although you lost the game now. Damn. Wait, how did... Oh my god. Eddventure almost made that kill. How did TPU just get counter hit on wake up? Maybe try throw. That was... I think he actually comboed himself. Throwing a bomb bag here, like you're gonna land on the banana, no? So even if this, like this is gonna hit into the banana. Like the banana healed, but then I'm pretty sure you'd have just fallen on the banana after. Yeah, what does Faust do to hit her 2K? I guess 2H if he's far, but I assume his far slash gets low profiled. He probably doesn't have something super good to poke it, no. 2K? 2K seems probably not good either. Is my guess. I don't know what he hits her 2K with. I actually don't know. Damn, that's like this third time he just gotten hit meeting. 2P? I guess 2P is probably... Yeah, probably work. Not high reward for sure, but you take what you can get. He is also a low profiler, so you can't feel bad when he gets low profiled.
True. I feel like I've seen this movie before. Minions out, flag,
that sucked. The 5P just lost right there, and now it's 3 minions with the minion gauge. Yeah, it's over. Brutal. Basically, like Eddventure on offense could not lose, right? Absolutely could not lose those matches. Like the minute he got going, it was like, well, I guess it's over. Should we watch this match? I watched this match live. I think all Eno players hate this matchup though, so every time I watch it, I feel like Eno players are just sad, even if they win. Yeah, we can watch for Eno. Oh, I'd be pissed if I was Nago there.
Yeah, there we go. Does get in, starts running the mix, gets the note down, follows it up with an empty jump low.
Slumberino.
This is where
Super will kill here. Okay. That hurts. I don't know if that was the right way to spend the gauge. I'm not sure, but that's unfortunate. I feel like you got to find a way to super there, right? Yeah. If you see that represented, I think that's like a big sign on how your opponent wants to play defense for sure. You need a lot of 2Ks and 6Hs in your life at this point, right? If your opponent's willing to just hit reversal 6P right away.
Nice pickup. Are we gonna break the wall? Absolutely.
Faust beats 2K with jump 2K. Yeah, that's probably fine.
Taps him with the chemical love there.
The problem is if you don't counter hit the reward is pretty bad, right? So
Win, dodges the 5K.
that makes sense that that is something that he can do. Oh my god.
Ouch. Oh no, and the blood meter's empty. Which means
Just getting hit by a 6H meaty is so brutal. I don't know what happens when that happens, but yeah.
They played a little bit slower, but as soon as I got that one hit, we got DP, we got Beyblade, like they just went after it.
You can do jump 2K mix on crouch, but it's kind of hard to do, no? Isn't it not that consistent? Like you have to hit it at a specific height for it to work? Or am I tripping? I thought it wasn't like an auto, oh, you're crouching, I do it.
Overhead's working out as well.
Yeah, that double 6H did so much damage. Is it really consistent? Oh, okay. I was under the impression it was not that consistent.
Where we were though. That's some pretty gross damage. Doesn't get any Oki on round start though, so you do have to be careful.
Yeah, I suppose you kind of have to buffer it as you do the jump 2K in the hopes that it hits, right? That seems like a nice option. It's not the best. I think it's probably a good one to keep in mind then.
That's what you need to do. You need to be unpredictable with your offense, but young LZ able to catch with a 5P, escaping from the corner, sending Tensorial.
Yeah, that is really hard to burst there. Bursting against Nago generally in the corner is pretty tough like that because he can just do burst safe routes like far/2H like he just tried. Oh, he can just do stuff like far/2H and other things that keep him relatively out of range, or he can just always Fukyo back too if he wants to hard bait or hard call something. What? That hit? That DP? She backed. Oh, that's funny.
Ooh, nice little cross up there, and goes right underneath the.
That is so funny. What is this character doing, man? That's not even like an Eno problem. That's like a why is Nago's DP hit like that? Nice.
As long as they've been able to keep those tight, we have not seen young LZ be able to get out of it.
What's good, Rex Caliber?
Right.
Why did that shit hit so high though? Has to be rollback or something? No, the spectators don't see rollback. That's they see the most like, you know, the least affected version.
Neutral jumps, and we've seen it, you know, fail a couple times now. As we do see Slash just
oh, was that supposed to be? I think that was supposed to be the OS, right? That was supposed to be the option select that only comes out if it whiffs. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be it.
Right, because the other option is to run up throw.
PRC OS. I'm pretty sure that's what he just tried, and then he got it on accident. Missed the RC. His DP didn't anti the opponent, he antis the air, and everything else just happens to be there. Some true, like, Aristotle shit right there.
Yeah, and you're never going to see a Nagoriyuki player stall for a slump. They'll just crush you through the wall. Damage is king. That was actually interesting. You saw Young LZ, I believe, start up a 6P animation.
You know, players will never block in all Guilty Gear. It's true, though, because she's like a feast or famine character, right? In that, unless she's really, really powerful, like Exerd, where she's just stupid. But she essentially, like, wins by being on offense, and she can just rob you in one hit. So, like, flailing with her to try to get that one moment that gets you a W is extremely valuable. Damn, bursting there is so bad. It's like, the burst bait is not that good for Eno anymore, but like also, you still can't burst there, because it's like if she baits you, you get smoked. Yeah, Exert Eno is wild. A wild character for sure. It's funny because like, if you, having playing Strive against Strive Eno so much, I like don't remember how to fight Exert Eno either. It's been so long. But Exert Eno is just like, so strong that she can just send it and win. You know, she's a good example of like when this archetype is like so powerful that it like really doesn't matter. The weaknesses of the archetype really don't matter because she's just so good. She can just send it in every matchup and be like, yep, I'm winning now. Which is probably not for the better most of the time, right? I don't think most people want an archetype like that to just be so good that it can win by like basically not giving a fuck about what your opponent does.
And we got the
And just being like, all right, I'm just gonna hope I get one hit and then win.
Game 4.
Like that's yeah.
Tensorial
That's
set
pretty
up the
brutal.
note and just let it hit mid. They didn't go for
The one thing Eno has in this matchup is low profile stroke being useful against a lot of Nago's pokes. Not all, but like quite a few. So you see that Tensorial's using air movement and then using stroke or HCL. That's what the attempt was there. To try and, what's it called? You know, throw off the buttons in neutral. Yeah, like right there, it low profiles when Nago hits far slash.
This is where Eno is at her best.
Yeah, I think most of the time people tend not to like it when characters can win the game by just constantly sending it, and like if they get a hit, they get lucky and they win. That archetype, most of the time people don't want to be super powerful. Typically. Oh my god. The DP is just putting in work actually.
Strokes under the slash.
Yeah, that was a great air throw.
Air throw here, tossing further to the corner.
This is a wall break, yeah. Super.
Beautiful confirm fortissimo to break the wall.
It's usually just characters whose offense is so overwhelming that even if they lose every other interaction, if they scramble on defense and hit you one time. Yeah, oh, I don't know about this burst though. Uh-oh.
An absolute hero burst. LZ must feel very confident.
That wall break's also pretty bad here. Xena has so much bar to send it.
Neutral round start though, and it's only gonna take one hit coming in here from
Okay,
Tensorial.
now Eno has no bar to send it.
That's it.
Uh-oh.
We're done.
RC? Yep.
Burst? Yeah, I kept it burst safe. Nice choice on the combo.
With the
That was pretty smart. Generally, people don't like that archetype when they're way too good. Yeah, because
A beta Ramlethal player.
it doesn't, like, that kind of archetype should really feel like they are working hard to get their offense going. And, like, once they get going, they should feel pretty scary. But, like, if they just, like, win a lot everywhere on the screen, then it's like, well, what the hell? A good example is, like, I think Leo in this game, his archetype, he's the character I think of that's like that, actually, because I think Leo's neutral in this game is too good for the kind of archetype he is, no? Like, he gets in and hits you one time and then wins the game, right? Like, that's what's scary about Leo. That was a cool combo. That was tight. And generally, like, you know, his archetype is like that. Normally, characters of that archetype do not have strong neutral. And usually they don't have strong defense. But, like, if you think about Exord Leo, right? Not nearly as scary and neutral as I think Leo is in this game. But in this game, Leo wins off of landing a flash kick on defense or a knockdown, or his neutral being, like, you know, he has good whiff punishes and stuff. So he wins from so many positions on the screen where normally this archetype does not. Dude, I'm scared for Papple's life. Well,
Because they actually canceled it with the dash though, and look at that damage off of the dust. Towards a bot though, through the wall. 7 letters on the screen, chat. If you can't read them, it says perfect.
yeah, it's why Leo is so strong. It's because his neutral is good. He wins from meterless reversal, and what's it called? Super nice. He wins from meterless reversal, and his neutral is good, and his offense is really good.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes too. Yeah, I mean the
Yeah, IFD was great there from Aneema.
Thought they were getting hook lined and sinkered, but even then, I think
Damn.
it's such a risky.
When you're that low, I mean, it's pretty hard to do much there with Faust has so much bar.
It can feel unique, right? When you have to pay attention to wall health.
I like that you mentioned tech.
I mean, Mei is, like, really strong in this version of the game, actually. I'm not sure how many people realize it. I don't think there's, like, a lot of discussion outside of, like, pretty strong players talking about it, because they're all scared they're going to lose the slash, basically. But Mei is extremely good in this version of the game. I think she's messed up.
And I actually really like that going forward.
She is wild. And the reason is that her situation after Dolphin on block and hit is so much better. So it really complements her ability to play RPS there way more. And she just wins that interaction and kills you so much more than she did before. On top of her already really strong options. Like, she has lots of really high damaging routes, but I think really stable pokes that are really solid. And it made her neutral. Oh, that's probably teleport, right? It made her neutral much better.
BRC high. That's not gonna
Tap
work
dust
out.
is a little
Is this where you give it all away? Is this where
a little bit of a reach, maybe. Okay, gets the back throw.
Yeah, instead gets the throw.
So, ties it up.
But yeah, her dolphin is like so scary now. It's already like an extremely good whiff punish, and she has good neutral besides that. And then you add that in, and it's like, ooh. Wow, that was good movement from Papple to get out of there. Slunk up there with the double jump. Nice, the reset. Last time took the close slash combo. This time takes the reset. Caught the backdash too, and the afro is not ignited yet. Now it is. Oh,
Look at the damage.
that was sick. I like the jump H. I like because there wasn't really a reason, but it looks sick. That was like one of those like I'm about to freestyle.
Point, though, Gold burst there certainly isn't going to help out either.
Thank you 2K. Thank you 2K for hitting 7 times. It catches people stand teching, right? So sometimes people will block one button and then stand up and try to throw, and then that's what happens. Yeah, it just takes the super wall break right away. Yeah, it was like jump H, double jump, jump H, RCH for the wall break.
A little bit of positive bonus. Papple.
And you have the afro here pop. Yeah. That is what Papple's been doing each time. Like 2P, Gatling, 6H. There's a big gap, but when afro is on you and it's going to explode, like no one is thinking to themselves, maybe I should challenge the Gatling series into 6H because there's a large gap right there. Like you're thinking, oh god, I'm going to fucking die. There's an afro on me. Damn, that's unfortunate. Mini Faust messed up the Oki there because Papple got hammer, which, oh my god, Papple has thrown 400 hammers. Dude, the fucking Game Shark, bro. How many hammers? How many fucking hammers did he just... That was like 6 hammers or something. What's happening? Don't throw another hammer. I'm about to... Okay. If I saw another hammer, I was about to report you to Arxis. This man's the hacker. Check him pockets. This is not normally. That's what I'm saying. Hey, it's Rat. Versus Crescendo. I've seen Crescendo in a few of these tournaments, I feel like. Unless I'm thinking of someone else. This setup is cheap. That's a cross-up. Why? Why, though? For real, for real. Okay, I like bursting to keep the corner. Why is that setup like that, huh? That setup is not normally. Good 6B. Taking advantage of when people try stuff like that is always very good. I like the card disc, too. Nice. Nice. Big fan.
Near 100%. It is like...
Yeah, the wall slum combos are wild. I think they're like so wild. Like they're tight. I'm a fan. Yeah, that is a punish. -4. So if your character has a fast button, you can punish it there. You just have to be close enough to get something after. So I-being helps a lot because, you know, you can throw universally, but you also get something better. Nice. That's good matchup knowledge from Rat. Damn. I like the Bad Moon too. I think you have to be brave to do Bad Moon without meter, but the reality is that doing Bad Moon without meter is actually just not even that brave because most people will simply just not respect it unless you have bar. So like just doing Bad Moon is secretly not even that brave because no one will respect. It's like Yozansen, right? Like I don't know about everybody else. When I'm blocking against Baiken, I will legit just not stand up if she doesn't have meter, you know? Because the low reward is so much better that like fuck it, hit me with Yozansen, I don't care. It doesn't matter at all. So it's the same thing with Bad Moon. Like if Millia doesn't have bar, why am I gonna respect Bad Moon? You know what I mean? So it's why Bad Moon is really good when it actually becomes really good when you don't have bar because people don't expect it, right? They just won't respect it because they're like, well, it doesn't lead to that much. I'm not that scared. Yeah, that should kill here. You know, Rat is a 6H enjoyer, and I feel like Rat has made me a 6H believer. I think that button is great. I'm a big believer in 6H. Oh, that was an accident, but you know, we take those. Ooh, that was scary. 6H goes kind of hard. Yeah, it seems like it has a lot of really useful utility too. Besides it being useful, you can combo off it and stuff. You can bait throws with it. You can frame trap with it. It's got a lot of good utility. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, no one's blocking that. It didn't do much damage, but it gives you positive bonus wall break. Ooh, that whip punish was so good, but then didn't believe. Crescendo had that. Oh, this should kill. Flippy do, bang, bang. Nice. Yeah, it catches backdash, but you can beat throw, you can frame trap with it. The reward on hit is pretty good now, right? Especially if you catch counter hit, the reward's pretty good.
When you're constantly getting these counter hits like we're seeing from Crescendo.
So, you know,
Confirms tight and not
I think most people hate Papple.
like look at this. This is gonna hurt.
Papple is like allowed to be this way because it's Millia, right? But yeah, everybody hates Papple because, you know, it's annoying. Annoying to deal with. Like you go up to deal with Millia in the air and she just capples and she goes whoop and then vanishes. So you're like, well, it's very hard to do much against the move if you're trying to hit it, you know? You're like, well, that could have been super, right? Might have been better. Oh, that was cool. I didn't know you could just do a meterless like that when you have a BRC. Is Capple the Rose? Yeah, dude, look at the wall bounce. That was fucking hilarious. See the way Millia bounces off this shit? Look at this. Bonk. Ugh. Man, that was pretty good. He needs a DP on reaction on Millia in the air. She has counterplay though in her movement. But yeah, if you just go flying the other way, it's not easy to punish it. But yeah, dash DP with Geo is pretty good in this matchup. It's definitely an option to represent. I don't think it's like the option to represent, but it's, you know, it's not bad. Is there a reason I see players jump IB on low Capple? It's probably them trying to air Millia and just getting IB instead. Like they jump in air, try to air throw her or something, and then they get back, and then they get the IB or something. Or they want to IB so that they can be closer, and then they put them to the ground faster, and they want to get something after. But I would guess most of the time you see people jump IB, they just try to jump block, and then they block the Capple late enough to get IB. That happens sometimes too. Yeah. IB punish on the flip gives you an easier punish. It's unsafe even if you don't IB, right? Obviously, because it doesn't change the frame data, but it makes the punish easier. I think you might as well always try to IB it because, you know, either you IB and you get a close-up punish, or you don't IB and you, what's it called? You punish anyway with a farther move. Nice. 6P was perfect there. Oh, far slash does wall splat by itself. It's pretty funny. Nice. That was a great whip punish. That was a good block in the beginning. Oh. Getting a little bit of momentum here, has fist intention in the back pocket, uses it offensively. Plus that is really scary. I think Rad just doesn't want to give up burst here in this round either, which probably the correct move. Look at that shit. Oh, I think it might have just hit actually. Oh, that sucks. That was a drop. Lucky. No, I think a Crescendo is pretty solid. This bracket was still pretty tough, I think, even though some players are not in it because of Frosties and stuff. This bracket was still pretty... I mean, it had 200 and... What was it, 240 something players? This is a pretty tough bracket. Nice. That was a nasty bad moon. That's the kind of bad moon that I think most people... Dude, that setup's cheap. Why does that shit hit cross up? I'm sure that it doesn't even always cross up. It probably hits in the front sometimes, right?
To take the corner on a slump, that's just wrong.
I think most of the time when you want to try to you want to try to get react to her air movement as a cross up block, but it's not easy to do. Oh, not dead.
Actually, didn't have potential for an overdrive. Wall splatted super early, I feel. Air car in the red RC. Capel is.
It always crosses up.
Disc isn't there. 6P's coming out from Crescendo, and a lot of these times.
I thought you can make it not cross up though. Am I tripping? Great confirm. Oh.
A delayed 2S this time. Nice burst from Crescendo, puts Rat into the corner, but didn't capitalize on the opportunity. Allowed Rat to have too much room to breathe.
This life lead is huge for Rat, even with a character health.
I thought it was always a cross-up.
Overdrive not going to be close enough for the wall break, but stays same.
Am I tripping?
Opposite. Flash always going to go to Millia.
Oh, you're saying just walk towards it? Sure. But if you're in the corner and you just hold forward, it should block it because it's a cross-up, no? Because you walk under it. But it's not that it's not a cross-up. Unless I'm tripping. Oh, damn. You walk towards mid-screen? Yes, yeah, because you can walk out of it. But if you don't do it early, I think you get hit, right? If you just try to block it non-cross-up like that. So you have to hold forward because you can walk out of it, essentially. Which is like blocking a cross-up. In simpler terms. Yeah, we haven't really seen DP represent that much. Honestly, also, this matchup, I don't know what it's like for Millia now, but I know that this is a matchup that was really annoying for her for a long time. Damn, nicely done. This is one of those things too where you can just OS it. You can do the 6P OS, 6P FD OS right there. You can just hit 4P plus FD basically. You can like flank it and then you either get FD if she stays in the front or you get 6P if she crosses up. That shit is really good for Gold Lewis in that matchup, by the way, in a lot of interactions. He can do it on our disc because his 6P hits so weird.
But going up against Solstice, it's gonna be a touch matchup to start things off.
I don't see many players interrupt Geo's spiral with 6P. I mean, yeah, it's hard to do when they're unpredictable. It's like, you know, like Leo Berserker Slash is like always throwable, right? But like, if you don't expect it, then you can't throw it, right? It's very hard if you're not ready for it. Same thing with doing 6Ping the drill. It's really hard in a match. Yes, what they said was it's a cross-up, but that you can't make it hit same side is the short version. The way he described it was not clear, maybe, but yes. Yeah, like that Berserker Slash, you can always throw that, right? I mean, but it's harder to do than you'd think.
There's a big counter hit. Tries to go for the overhead again. Good blocks with a mortal counter DP.
Through the wall, none of those shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, just most people don't know how to block it. It's the problem. Most people don't know that you have to block a cross-up because it doesn't look like it. And then it's cross-up and then she lands in the front.
Ties up the round score. And MFCR on good pace, I should say.
There's another DP out. MFCR has spent, I think, more time in back turn stance than in regular stance.
Is there no fuzzy throw for Leo's offense? You mean the Berserker Slash? I mean, you know, if you're just trying to fuzzy throw on him on offense, you're just going to get smoked by a lot of other stuff is the problem. He has a lot of good things to do that's not just Berserker Slash, right? Damn, you are so dead. And like, if you're just trying to like delay throw, I mean, if he just staggers or does back turn K dash, like back turn KK dash or H, he does the overhead, then you're just going to die. Like there's... You have to be careful about trying to autopilot it, essentially. The best answers most of the time for back turn are different, too. I think the hardest Berserker Slash is to block are when he's already back turn. And like he's already in back turn and you're not thinking about Berserker Slash anymore and then suddenly he does a Berserker Slash. Those are what is very difficult for me to block. Because I'm like not thinking about, oh my god, he's exploding. And he just dies. You're just like not thinking about it. You're like, oh shit. What up, Shadow Yummy? Yeah, I mean, raw in neutral too, like not off of a button is definitely harder to. Basically, if you're doing it off of it in a block string, like you're doing far slash, you know, 5H Berserker Slash or far slash Berserker Slash, those are much easier. Like that one right there, those are much easier to throw typically than when you're doing it raw in neutral or when you're doing it when you're already in back turn and representing another option, right? Yeah, when you're already in the corner too is brutal. That one is hard to see. But like, I mean, look, this is, you know, Solstice has some of the best results of any RAM player in the US and is getting hit by how many Berserker Slashes in a match? It turns out that like even moves that have obvious counters are really hard to deal with when your opponent's good at varying their timing or when to use them, right?
Not as big a fan though, just a slightly smaller fan. But either way,
Because like you should just quote unquote throw the Berserker Slash whenever he does it, but then you know
gets the back throw.
shit's hard.
set up their own pressure now.
It's fucking hard, man. You got too much other shit to worry about, and then he just pulls up on you, and then you're like, uh-oh. And then it's like the jump cut where like he hits you with Berserker Slash, and then it cuts to him winning the game. You know what I mean? It's like the meme. You're like, well, my bad. He has like too much real mix because a lot of the stuff that he does is on the borderline of reactability, but then the problem is then, oh, that hit? How big is this motherfucker's head? Look at how far she is. How big is this dude's head? This man got a fat ass head, bro. No way, son. Nah, bro, how big's your head? This dude's got a big old noggin. Dude's got a noggin on him. How the hell did that reach?
That was almost scary when the counter hit did not.
How the fuck did that reach? He was so far.
Gotta be careful. But, I mean,
Man, it's got, or either he's got a big head or a long neck.
beats a lot of things.
I'm not sure which.
So it's one of those things you can kind of throw out sometimes, but it's like 37 frames recovery, I think. So that's the opposite of safe.
That shit was wild. I can't believe it reached. The Mario up smash.
Yeah, this is one of the highest damage.
I can't believe that shit. That was so far.
Definitely recognized.
Thank you, Close Slash. If anybody's Close Slash got my back, though, I know it's Leo.
And that'll be it.
Leo's Close Slash has definitely a humongo vacuum above him, too.
Didn't burst, but I think in that situation, MFCR was going to hold on to the burst anyway.
Into level 3, that was so
It's a big one.
Today
What up,
marked
Winsage?
14 months of continuous gainful employment.
Hell yeah. I wonder how many people's subscription to me is like a chart of how long they've had a job. Oh, he tried to do BRC overhead there. Oh, the sword didn't juggle. It can't happen, right? You simply will not be robbed by Leo here.
MFCR's chance, the burst comes out from Solstice.
There's no way after that game-winning potential hit you get robbed by Leo, right? Uh-oh, now you got no sword, Lieutenant Dan. Okay, it's okay. It's a 1-to-1 for me. I imagine for many people, it's a 1-to-1. The exact date you subscribed is like the day the paycheck hit.
No, we're still seeing the same names, MFCR, Razo. Like, they're still doing incredibly well with this character, but we're starting to
What the consensus on this matchup is, I would imagine pretty even, no?
I think the run-through in the corner really kind of opened up some eyes.
Absolutely, and there's a nice pickup with the
Oh.
5K board. Oh.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta let it rip. I understand.
Yikes.
Don't ask Noon, LOL.
Here we go, 2K2D coming out.
You know, I would ask Noon.
Yet again,
Why not?
5P.
Now we got this trapped in the
I was gonna type something mean.
mix.
What do you think the matchup is?
Do you backdash first? No, you just run it. Don't worry about
I would
it.
imagine it's pretty even, no?
Side, and you saw
Am I
the first
tripping?
swing with the same
I could be
sword
wrong.
and pick up.
Even or slight Leo favor? Do you think Leo players say even or slight Ram favor?
Gets the mortal counter.
Back turn might kill. This overdrive's kind of crazy.
Or is it like they say the same thing? I could see it being Leo favor if one character, if it's favored.
I love that. It's very scary. So
But, what's it called? Probably depends on who you ask.
Bato would've autocorrected.
I would have guessed that it was
I
even.
don't think it would have really whiffed per se.
The big thing about this matchup is that I don't think there's many characters who can challenge Ram
Pop overdrive. It just
as well as Leo can on most spots of the screen, including on offense, when she's on offense.
overhead, back
You know?
turn,
So
sends
he's
out
got a lot of
the
advantages that other characters don't
Not
have.
close enough to the wall, though.
but coming down, able to score the hit.
I think he's also one of the scariest characters in mid-range in terms of the options he has against Ram. Not his direct pokes, but having his great 6P, Berserker Slash to challenge after she whiffs stuff, 2D, dashing 5K or 2K.
Second part of the bracket
His neutral is better, like guard point too. Guard point's really, really good.
coming in from
His neutral is better against Ram than I would guess most characters is, which is, again, that's my problem with Leo,
touch. They
is I think his neutral is too good in this game for his archetype. I'm kind of like, I've always been a hater on that.
here, putting on effort, putting on a show for
For a character, it's so weird, no? For like a character whose entire archetype is supposed to be like,
handle Ed
get in and kill you once. Why does he get his win condition from his defense and have excellent neutral? That's why he's so good, right? It's like why the character is so strong.
No, I think Bridget is crazy here too. We've seen players like Diaphone continue to put in work with her.
Ikushisu. I'm not familiar with this player, but they're playing top 8 qualifier in TNS, so they must be pretty solid. LMAO Leo. Yeah, it's just weird that that's my stance, right? Is like the archetype. I wouldn't even care if he was as good as he was if his neutral was worse. But my problem is like his neutral is so good for his archetype. It's really, 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 really good. Which is like the part that's like so weird to me. You know. Normally characters of his archetype don't have neutral like that. Damn, the switch. Yeah, that first game was not very good. That's pretty rough. Dash momentum, advancing mids and lows. Amazing fireball. Talking about Luke? Or Leo? I'm sorry I had to do it to you, Shine.
What have they done to find themselves here?
Sandblast. Dude, Luke is sick in Street Fighter 6. Why not both? True. You know what's funny is I haven't played Street Fighter 5. I didn't play Luke because he came out after I got fired, and I like him in Street Fighter 6, so now if I went back, I think I might play him. Because he's just so good, right? Like, I might as well. And I play him in 6.
Are we just going to run the set this way?
Yeah, after I got removed, he came out. Dude, Eddventure is definitely on a heater in this tournament. I really think he's fun in Street Fighter 6, yeah. I think in 5 he looks not as fun, probably, but better. I think he's really good in 6. Oh, that didn't wall splat. That's definitely an Elysian driver moment. That super does that all the time, actually. I'm sure you Jacko players can attest. I see that all the time. That is super common for that character. Punish. Nice. That is really common for Jacko. Also, I guess you can do it on purpose too, right? Yeah, to keep the corner. That's true also. But it happens even when you don't want to set it up, I think, right? It's surprising the range on the super not wall breaking. It's like way closer than you'd think. You're just like, what? Yeah, the other thing about Jacko is like it's really hard to be ready for this matchup in tournament because unless you've played, oh, you're just dead. Unless you've played against a Jacko that's this level before, it's really hard. There's not very many Jacko players at this level. There's like a handful of players who are like really good with the character, and then all of them play kind of different too, right? Yeah, no, Sean, I agree. In Street Fighter 6, I said the same thing. Like, dude, Luke gets to meterlessly launch you with light and medium knuckle. That is like not common in the game. The game usually you have to spend EX or get like an airborne hit or something to launch characters for good meterless damage and carry. So like, yeah, I mean the fact that Luke has that seems extremely good to me. And he gets a lot of reward from like launching and then spending one drive rush. So that's also really good. Oh, no punish. That should have been like, I don't know, not far slash. 2S? 2S would have punished there. 2S would have punished. It's 10 frames. Gold burst is 10 minus 10. Far slash is 11, so that doesn't work. And 5H is what, 15 or something? 13? 15? What is it? 17? It's slower, not faster. That's for sure. It's something in the teens. 13, 15, 17? I'm guessing like 15 maybe. I don't know. 13? 14? What's Ram's 5H?
Disappeared. Where'd it go?
Oh no. This is such a bad way for this match to go. Yeah, having to spend burst like that is so shitty, by the way. Because it really doesn't give you anything to burst out like that. Like, it's so not rewarding. Oh, getting hit by... Ooh. I don't know. Getting hit by this, you probably don't know the matchup, right? Not that part. Sorry, that's a good mix-up. But double jump H here, you could just not be that familiar with Jacko. Because that's just like... Her jump H just hits twice.
I was gonna say, was that off of a bad gamble? Did you bet someone that you were put into the match arena? Because I've done that before.
Probably just not as familiar. I mean, it's hard to have good matchup experience against her. She's not a common character.
Coming through. Oh, Mini Faust is in there too.
And she's pretty good in this version of the game.
And I love how Papple
So,
is willing to
and she was good in the last version of the game too, to be fair. She just gets walled by some characters who are better that have good matchups against her, right? Like Ram is actually one of them, I think, especially in the last patch, but
Good things for Papple, but as soon as
she gets walled by some of the characters that are, and I think the biggest one is Happy Chaos.
all this pressure that I would expect that upcoming command grab.
But in general, a really strong character, especially if you don't have matchup knowledge. I think she's one of the most miserable characters to fight
up there to get some plus
if you're not pretty prepped with
That's the knockdown.
everything you need to do. Even just knowing what buttons hit the minions and how to IB/challenge 2K2D and 2K2D kick. If you have that preparation, you're probably much more prepared to fight the character than if you don't. That prep alone goes a long way against the character.
Even with these changes, but gets through the defenses here, forced to block for all eternity.
That was only the first round. Oh my god.
Seeing Papple on a tear is funny because a week ago, Hotashi was talking mad shit.
Throwing him everything.
If I had like $1 for every time Hotashi talked mad shit on someone and then that person did well right after, I'd have a lot of dollars.
Oh, had to spend the
It's just because Hotashi's a hater.
little homies didn't catch him, and there he
He's like a Disney villain.
back. Bomb is
He's hating. Just let him hate. Wow, that was tight.
gets a combo.
Into the minions? Oh, close. Onto the banana peel, into the hammer.
Yet though still
Bro, this guy needs to stop throwing fucking hammers, bro. How many fucking hammers is this guy Papple gonna throw in one game? This guy's got a game shark. I refuse to believe otherwise. Look at the hammer. He blocked the jump in, banana peel combo, far slash and hammer combo. Throws another hammer. Throws another hammer. Like, son, what is this shit? Check him pockets. This is not normally. They comboed. This is a 2-hit combo, both hammers. Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
there was the one on the ground and the one in the air. So it was a
Yeah.
hammer.
He's just the best. He just throws hammers when he needs to, which is always. Hammer's like the best item. IMO. I think hammers, like, I think it's ridiculous. Like, Meteors is obviously very good too, but I think hammer is like,
But it is definitely
it's just so good. It's just so strong.
this sword, especially with these blood levels that we're working within.
Most of the time, if there's an item that I'm like, I lost. When Faust throws it, I feel like it's hammer more than anything else in the game.
You saw Young LZ throw at a 5.
I don't know if it's just me, but hammer is
More
brutal.
of offensive movement coming in from Papple, but they stayed strong.
Because it walls you immediately. Mini Faust, I feel like there's more to play around. Hammer is just like you're dead. Like, alright, I guess hammer's there.
And we get a bomb here.
Yeah, Meteors is really good too, though.
Coming
So,
out as well.
you know.
Chip damage, I believe, was what closed that out. Driving.
Yeah, hammer anti-airs, it knocks you out of your combos. It does everything. It's really good. Hammer is an excellent item. There was a long time where people memed about Faust's items being bad. Like a lot of them. But I think his items are actually quite good in this version. And now, after all the changes and everything that they've all got, I think his items are all pretty great. Usually, if he can just throw item into item into item into item, it's usually gaining Faust's ground. Yeah, like, that's a great example. All those items were extremely beneficial. Coming from above, yep.
Up high, coming through. Where's the JD? There it is.
Oh, bad burst. I think we're going through it. Papple's actually just putting you through the works, and you're just like, fuck it.
The 5H able to take the round.
Yeah, I mean, Trumpet is pretty good given Faust neutral and anti-airs are so solid that he can fight for it in most matchups most of the time. Just fucking throws mini Faust. Now he's vibing. Bomb too. You can string into it and then hit the bomb after. Oh,
Bombs on deck. Nice block there, but the stubby scalpel not gonna beat out on the samurai sword.
look, now bomb forces him to come in. Yep. Oh, if he just did 5P, 5P, 5P and then stopped, he would have been safe. Hammer time.
Damage to him too.
Dude, I thought the hammer was going to hit after the
Same
throw.
amount of damage that back throw.
Nice duck.
Oh, ducks right underneath the far slash though.
Nice by holding down back, the thing you do all the time.
Calm, but the chip damage is starting to add.
But it was a good whiff punish is the more impressive
There
part.
it is. 5K, 6K, gonna be enough for young LZ to take the round.
Yeah, we're still in game 2.
I know. I can't believe how like long these rounds are going, actually.
Door stuck.
They're showcasing.
This is BO3. All the matches are first to 3.
Long game.
So BO5.
We're actually gonna see Papple block the.
Ooh, Hammer. Hammer's great there.
Help from some friends.
It anti-aired, right? So then you get to throw some more items. Mini Faust coming. There's a wait, yeah.
Goes for the outside. Get a little bit of help from
Not the triple.
Again, tries to keep the Scarecrow safe. Goes to burst still.
Oh, I like that jump D to float. Uh-oh. Dude, look at the hammer value. That's what I'm saying. He threw hammer and got punished on hit. Right? This is a punish. And then Nago has to stop here because the hammer is there. And then Faust is vibing. Well, that could have been another 5H. Although the blood was low enough that I don't know if it would have reached. Even with the extended hurt bomb. These are good items too. Yeah. Mini Faust and Bomb alone were worth the super probably. Another Mini Faust. Banana Peel is also excellent because Nago is really bad against Banana. Yeah, because he has to super jump to get over it, right? He can't like Fukyo through it and like dash around it. Yeah, Mini Faust, or the Trumpet's there too. Dude, see, all the items are so good, I think. All of them have their own particular use that's really nice. And particularly in this matchup, Banana is really useful because Nago does not have regular movement options that are good at dealing with it, right? Most characters, you know, they have dashes and stuff. So, like, they have a little bit more flexibility about where they position themselves. But against Nago, like, what does he do to get by Banana? He has to super jump, right? And super jump is really bad. His jump is terrible. Oh, damn. Nice. That was a sick confirm, too. Oh. Okay. He had time to jump there? I'm kind of surprised. Wow. Dead. Bomb is like, I think it's usually always good for Faust. I think he has better normals to hit it in places that are annoying for other characters to deal with. The other thing is, generally while you're hitting the bomb, he's throwing another item, which that item can influence the bomb and how he can control the screen. So it's actually really like, it's a big deal because, you know, the minute you throw the bomb, he's probably then throwing another item while you hit the bomb, right? I think this is gonna, not quite kill because the wall health there. If there was like one more hit. Yeah, like most of his items do something pretty good for him. Mini Faust is like a game winner here. You're vibing. Yeah, you get to force a mix-up off of it. Yeah. Game-winning item for sure. He had so much meter to work with. My thought most of the time is I just challenge Mini Faust early so I don't have to wait. Because Mini Faust is so good, right?
Wait, height. What's the word for? Height challenge? Height challenge. Okay, we don't want to discriminate like that.
Yeah, Ogre. Ogre's at whatever it's called too. Ogre's also going to Frosty Faustings.
Overhead. What a 2B challenge there from Crescendo.
Yeah, it takes him all over the corner, and this life lead is massive for Crescendo.
Yeah, I generally try to just activate Mini Faust right away. So that I can activate him on my own terms and I don't have to wait for him to pull up and ruin my day.
Oh, but the YRC actually going to keep Honored Ogre in the corner. Gets tossed straight into the next round.
Yeah, Trumpet can be really good for a Faust too. I think he generally can fight for it on the screen better than a lot of characters can. Dude, look at how much damage this does. This like hurts so bad to get hit by. That 2H like bounce change is huge for this character. Try to burst bait. Yeah, that's a burst bait. The 6P is really, 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 really cheap for that. That's one of the best things about her burst routing in this game. Is she can do close slash, 6P, and burst just whiffs.
But if you get counters any taller, now all of a sudden you're the only one that can.
Oh, no safe jump, huh? My go. Yeah, I remember the first time I saw TY do it, and I was like, what is that all about? And then I saw someone try to burst it, and I was like, that's fucked up. Because, like, basically TY, especially, like, a few patches ago, I feel like, would always route every combo into, like, you know, dust or whatever, or, like, RC dust into close slash 6P into, like, a bunch of burst safe stuff that's, like, really hard to deal with. So every route was, like, very hard to burst. So then it kind of forced you to burst on, like, her shallow hits in neutral, which, you know. Nice whip punish.
around to
She has like some of the best ground game in the game, though. It's so weird because her buttons in isolation are not great, but her ability to whip punish on the ground is like super, super good. Look at this. Where are you gonna burst here?
Oh no.
You know. What's your plan to burst that combo while you're getting fucking bounced like a goddamn basketball? I don't know.
yeah, that was a Giovanna round.
Oh, but another challenge here from HonoredOgre with the 2K.
Damn, the challenge too. I wonder if 214K would have comboed from that range. I think so.
Challenging HonoredOgre.
All right, Ogre is ready.
I have to figure that Crescendo is very familiar with this matchup.
Yeah, we've already seen both players representing that 6 key.
She has air super is not as bad as people say it is. Do people think her air super is bad? It's pretty solid. I mean, having a super in the air gives you a, yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier with that route. Oh, that's a miss, but we'll take those. Her air super is good. I don't think most people think it's bad. I think it's like really useful. Like, first of all, it's plus, and it's a super you can do in the air to bait anti-airs. And you can use it in combos to break the wall and stuff too. That's useful. But I don't really know if I think it's bad. It doesn't really have a lot of bad things about it. Yeah, like characters can clash or hit you out of it if you try to do it raw. But, you know, it's usually only easy to do if you telegraph it. But the utility alone, I think, is pretty nice. Oh, no OS for the backdash. Maybe because it got DP'd earlier. Can you hit Chipp out of Rekka 3 now? You've always been able to. They made it faster, but I still think you should be able to, as long as you're blocking, especially. And like, even if you don't block, you could use a reversal through it. Yeah, I think it's always good. Her air super, it's always been good. It's not like a just win button. You don't just do it and win. Like in the beginning of the game when no one knew how to... Wow, what a confirm, by the way. That was sick. In the beginning of the game when no one knew how to fight against it, sure. Like, it was... I like that combo route, too. Didn't even do the burst save one. Just said, alright, I'm going to do close slash 5H, thanks. You're not going to reverse this. In the beginning of the game when no one knew how to counter it, it was like the best thing in the game. But... You know, it was like so good. Everybody's like, I can't stop this. Dude, HonoredOgre is a DP warrior. Nice. Good call.
I've never seen that.
HonoredOgre is a DP warrior. Daigo's strongest disciple.
And even being able to challenge with the spotter era, just raw neutral like that.
Oh, did you see the 2K? That's the weakness of Chipp Far. This is what I want Biken's Far Slash to be like. He hits his 9-frame Far Slash, and you hit 2K. And I'm gaming, right? No problem. Why is Biken's Far Slash like that?
The knockdown and everything afterwards is just icing. If you're Giovanna, you get the YRC here, maybe back throw into the corner. Then again, who needs that when you can just push tempo forward?
And what a block. Yeah, it didn't used to be 9 frames. It used to be 10. Her Far Slash is wild as fuck. Let me poke against it, please. Nice. That was good. Good reaction here to see that the throw didn't hit the PRC and then fast go for the throw again there to catch the backdash. That was good. She doesn't need shit. Look at this. Top 8 winners. Fucking Faust versus Jacko. This is a clown shoes matchup. I was watching this live. It was a funny match. Top 8 winners. Faust, Jacko. What's the other match? It's Geo versus... Nago? No, something else. Millia. Yeah. Millia or Ram? Oh, it's Ram because Solstice won, right? Yeah, that's the other match. Like, look at this winners finals. What a match. Or winners, top 8 winners rather. What a match. Yeah, this matchup is, it seems very weird. I would guess that actually this matchup is good for Jacko, no? Because she has a lot of good ways to control Faust's movement with the minion. I don't know exactly. Maybe not, but that would be my guess. In particular in the neutral, I would imagine. It's pretty nice for her. Compared to most characters who don't really have... They kind of play at his pace, right? Slight Jacko favor IMO. Yeah, I would assume I would assume if it's better for one character, it's better for Jacko.
You can't rob as a doctor. It's against the law.
This is definitely Jacko's worst matchup. Nah.
Okay, wake up burst from Papple. Doesn't want to hold on to any of that minion.
That's definitely Happy Chaos, right? And I don't think most people think it's bad, right? I think it's good for Jacko.
Bomb, definitely not great.
Yeah, it does seem annoying for him to deal with 2K.
Damage there, gets the 4.
Her most matchup? Oh, it's just weird. I see. I thought you said worst, but you said most. This is definitely one of her matchups. Mini Faust got triggered down there, right? Oh, he didn't until there. I see. It's definitely the matchup of all time. I mean, the interactions are stuff that you have to deal with this character all the time. Wow, that was wild. Look at this. It was Afro bomb bags coming, and then it hit the bomb, right? And then 2K minion pull. He 5Ks the bomb bag. She throws the minion, attacks, and then has time to block the bomb.
A little bit of volleyball.
We have meteors coming as well. Gets the cross up.
I don't understand how to fight her. She feels like a menace. Yeah, you definitely need good awareness 2H there. I was gonna say 5K 2D is rough because you don't get the kill, but that was great. Yeah, you definitely need particular matchup. I think I mentioned this earlier, but the biggest thing to get started against her is you need to know how to hit the minions with your normals, and then you need to know how to defend against 2K 2D into kick or not. Like knowing how to IB and throw or interrupt is very important, especially if your character has a reversal. Yeah, she's one of the better characters in this game, Jacko. She's pretty solid in this version. I think most people think that she's not in the top, like, you know, she's not in the Happy Chaos, Ram, Leo, Nago kind of range, or those characters up there. But she's immediately fighting for the space after, right? She's very good in this version of the game.
Thank you, Jobber. Someone in your position I know can get the answers I'm requesting.
She's definitely fighting for the better positions in the game. She's really good. I mean, she was good last batch too, right? I think her biggest problems are that Happy Chaos exists. Honestly, that's probably her biggest problem.
So they weren't able to get either of the flags out. It was kind of tough now.
I think if Happy Chaos didn't exist, this character would be really dangerous in tournament. And even then, you probably need to fight Happy Chaoses who are pretty solid. But yeah, I think Happy Chaos is the biggest one. I don't think Happy Chaos walls out that many matchups, but I do think that there are some he really smokes. This being an example of it. Nice. That was a great double jump to get out of the bomb there. Yeah. I don't think that's every character's problem, because some characters don't care about Happy Chaos as much as others. Usually, though, there is a character that's like that for the non-top tier characters. The characters that are not in like the top 4 is usually there is a character. Like it's like Ram beats this character bad, so she doesn't do well in tournament, or Leo beats a character bad, or Nago beats a character bad. It's usually something like that, right? Does that make sense? So, like, I don't think it's strictly a Happy Chaos thing. It's usually one of the top strong characters in tournament does well against them. Oh, he's just dead. Who does he not wall out? I think he has plenty of matchups that are far more playable. Like, the matchups he actually walls out are probably like this character, and I think Zato is pretty bad, right? I think that Faust is probably not that good. Although, maybe it's better now. But that's probably pretty bad. Eno is a good example, yeah. Those are matchups he does really, really well into. And there are similar matchup styles for other characters with like Nago, right? Nago walls some characters out in that way. Ram does that. Leo kind of does that to some characters. Like, for instance, with Gold Lewis, in tournament, I would not care about running into Happy Chaos nearly as much as I would about running into Leo. Leo is, I think, way worse.
Didn't get a punish, and here come the meteors.
That's an extinction event. Here we go, running back, throwing out the minions.
That sandwich as well. Counter hit on the spinning bird kick.
Yeah, and if your character is like not struggling with one, it's probably one of the other ones. Like Nago was like that before with quite a few characters, right?
That was full mash coming in there from Papple. Just full on.
You get walled out by something.
It worked out. It clear out the minions for a minute.
I got an interview Thursday, and I heard you got a high luck stat. Wish me luck. Yeah. Good luck. Best of luck. That was the timing on that backdash was dope. That's probably not very close to, or very close to whiffing rather. Like it could have been bad.
Does pick up their own afro, but throws it right back at Eddventure here.
Oh, that was a really good guard. That was sick, dude. Because like right here, you pull minion. Like this is not a real thing to do, right? Like pulling minion like this, I mean, you know, you gotta be ready and snappy to challenge it. But this is smart of Eddventure to pull the minion and then guard, knowing that Papple was gonna be ready. Right. Because a lot of times against people, you can just pull minions and hit 2Ks. You're fine. Yeah, minion guard deals a very slight amount of damage. I don't think it can kill though, right? Isn't that the rule for it?
Who's still trying to mash buttons on offense. You saw them kind of get little shookets there. So now you're gonna see the offense.
Oh, this isn't that bad. I think getting wall broken is better than being stuck in the corner against this character most of the time. Yeah, Jacko's been good for a couple of patches now. Damn, that hit him from so far away. Did you see that? Oh, he jumped 2K'd. Okay, that makes sense. I thought he just empty jumped. Yeah, that is true. Jacko's received a lot of buffs since she came out. But she was good last patch too. And her stuff mostly this patch was like largely quality of life, right? It wasn't like she got a lot of like wild buffs. Her wild buffs, if you want to call them wild buffs, which they kind of were last patch. Dude, the hammers put up a wall against the minions. She got a lot of good stuff last patch. This patch she got some good stuff too. But last patch was juicy for her.
Sometimes they throw an opponent or a trumpet to their opponent. And Eddventure.
Yeah, this patch there's definitely more room for a lot of characters to succeed IMO. And I think each patch has done better and better at that. Although I think most characters have always probably been reasonably playable. But there's usually some character in tournament that makes winning with your character all the time hard, right?
Revenge for that.
Like whether it's Happy Chaos or Nago or 1.0 Soul or like, you know, whoever it is, it's usually like that.
These last couple rounds have looked insanely strong for Eddventure.
Wow, that was a great scalpel. It actually punished the landing frames.
We do get a nice little
I'm pretty sure, right? I think it was a punish while she was landing. I didn't look to see if I saw the punish thing, but I would guess it is. That sucks too. That's my least favorite thing about Afro. And one of the things that makes it so strong is you can't anti-air when you have it on. So when Faust Afros you, if you try to 6P his jump, like you can't. Because your hurtbox gets extended and he just jump D's you and smokes you. Unless you're Ram. Yeah, Ram is the exception, true. Yeah, not much you can do there as Faust. You're running out of room to wiggle. Jacko can do 2S, but it's risky. How consistent is it though against jump D? I imagine not great. Most of the time, I don't try to anti-air with a grounded move. Yeah, I either jump P him air to air or I backdash to avoid it and then try to punish him swinging with jump D. That's my usual strategy with most characters. I'm either preemptive or I just make it whiff.
Gets the winger super. That's gonna be a hard knockdown now. Rat's gonna deal with the mix. Oh, we do 6.
Rat versus Young LZ.
6H, excuse me. Oh wow, Beyblade.
Early wall break's pretty nice here too. Yeah, the delay on that was really good. Is 2S really that consistent? Against most characters, it's not great. Maybe she has better options than most. But I think if you're conscious of it, then with most characters, you have something decent to represent. You just have to test it. Like a good example is Gold Lewis can preempt a BT, right? Or make it whiff and then catch Faust landing. With Sin, he has jump P or jump K air to airs that are pretty solid. Wow, I would not have expected double air dash like that either. That was kind of risky to just pull up like that. Look at the way he blocks it. It's so funny because it's a cross up. This shit is so weird. And then he wire sees with his back. So funny. You can DP if you have Afro on you still. That's dead.
number 1 in very quick fashion.
Air jump, dash, whatever you want to call it. Like, they just have everything that can mix up Nagoriyuki.
Yeah, that delayed disc timing is really important. One thing for Millia players to note is that a lot of people... What an air throw. Oh, but missed the 6H. A lot of people will try and challenge on your far slash disc or like block it and punish it. But if you delay the disc, it's like very hard to be ready for the timing to punish. And then sometimes you can just do far slash nothing, right? It's a good option too. But the delayed disc is really useful. It's hard to poke against it because if you do anything, disc will smoke you.
Just trying to force Rat to overextend in these situations, challenging Rat in neutral before they can get in. Almost playing Nagoriyuki like a little bit of a zoner until they score that hit.
Which I don't think is entirely...
The new DLC just being bed.
Right? Like, you do have a fairly significant range advantage as long as she's not on top of you.
You gamers playing bed.
Play that range advantage until you get to this position here, where as long as you're careful about your blood meter, you get to run your own mix.
Oh, a good job blocking the double cross.
Nice. That is a nasty mix-up. I'm also... That's so risky to do, to throw. It scares me every time. Because, like, if you're slightly off on your timing, you get smoked. Uh-oh. I think Command Grab would have killed there, too.
Back on the offensive, here comes young LZ.
Oh, this is game winner if you hit it. Oh my... That... Oh my god, if that comboed, I would have fucking flipped my keyboard over.
Yeah, like, unironically, if that bad move was blocked by young LZ, Rat died there.
Help! Okay. Poppin'. Yeah, nice. Nice. That was good. I think I'll trade a burst for that. It does mean you don't have a burst here, but... You know. It could be worse. Uh-oh. Okay, it's about to be worse. No, surviving? Alright, Rat's gaming. Now you just have to not get hit by 2H. See, that was far slash no cancel. Nice. Like, that spacing is perfect right there from young LZ. This is pretty bad, though.
Just jump throw into 6H, taking out like 40% of Rat's health. Not gonna phase Rat.
Damn, not the hair car. Not the raw hair car. Whenever that hits me, I always feel so bad. I'm like, why did I get hit by that? Dead. Sick awareness that the meter was going to build because of the positive bonus. It's pretty easy to like 2P, 6P, or 6H there, but RC is better. I mean, you get 6P in a super, I suppose, too. That's also fine, but pretty solid. Yeah, the reason you IB far slash or whatever is very simple, right? So if you IB the second hit, then unless he finishes the string, right, you can hit 2P if you IB it and challenge any throw mix-up he's trying to do. And if he Fukyo's back to try to do something, then you are usually safe if you pick the right light button. So there is a strategy to be had where you want to IB if you want to challenge, right? So let's say you block far slash, you IB the second far slash, and then challenge immediately. If that's your objective, right? If he's high on blood and you think like, okay, he's probably going to Fukyo back or do nothing here, then you would IB if you want to challenge. If you don't want to challenge and you're scared of bite, wow, what a 6P. Then you IBFD the second hit. That's the idea behind it. So you IB when you want to hit a button. If you want to throw, or if you want to hit a button, or if you want to do whatever. You IBFD if you want to push him away from command grab mix-up and if he has blood. Generally, if he has blood to cancel anything, I will almost always IBFD.
Trying to get the advantage. Goes for the far slash target combo.
Yeah, I mean, he could Beyblade or DP or finish the string or whatever on the second far slash, but generally, what's it called? If you want to challenge, you will IB. Because, yeah, he can frame trap you. But if he's high on blood and you don't think he's going to challenge, then IB is good because then it makes your challenge more consistent. That's what I do with Goldless. So, like, if I'm playing, or any character, really, if I'm playing, I will IB the... What a block. Although the punish, not the best. That'll kill, yeah. The punish was a little sketchy, but it got the job done. I think, yeah, for the most part, you can find the right timing to hit that stuff and be fine. That's what I would say. Yeah, but him doing far slash is pretty risky. You can also like time your challenge somewhat late to be safe-ish to stuff like that, and then still good against grab and other stuff, there's like a timing you can find. This is the other winner's match. Solstice and Crescendo.
Oh, and here we go. Able to score a nice counter hit. Are we going to send him through the wall? No, we hold on to that corner position. Very good stuff from Solstice with the RC windshield wipers.
Did I miss Weeb Cup? What? Weeb Cup's today? No.
Yeah, that was pretty crunchy there.
Unless I'm remembering something differently.
For Crescendo too, so that is a resource there.
Yeah, I think it's like you should... Nice.
But back throw comes
I think
out.
back throw is probably okay. You can punish with close slash there, but the positioning is, you know, pretty juicy if you get back throw.
Solstice bearing their fangs, trying to keep Crescendo locked.
But yeah, I think generally you have to think about what Nago's resources are like and what you want to do, because, you know, truly it really just does depend on your character and his... It's like kind of a read, and also you got to make the choice yourself.
Busted out on. Crescendo.
But yeah, sometimes it's worth it to IB, sometimes it's worth it to IBFD. I think generally IBFD is a good response.
Fights all the way to the other
Dead.
corner, sends Solstice through the wall and straight into the next round. This is going to be a
I do both.
I should say so. Yeah, I mean they're both.
Depends on what they're doing.
Ramlethal, I would say, is a little bit better of a character, and continuing to stay strong on the tier lists. But
This Geo schmoovin. Crescendo's pretty solid, yeah.
not a weak character by any means.
PRC immediately to the fast low.
So the jump out there. You saw the 6P attempt from Crescendo there. Dashes forward with the 2K.
And the burst, yeah, you already saw it.
Burst. So gonna be able to
I find it hard to IB IBFD. Is that normal? Yeah.
she's got a
It's
lot-
difficult. You definitely have to get used to it and practice the strings. I think the best way to get better at it, to be honest,
But no, I mean,
is legit just try to IB or IBFD everything. The easiest IBFD to learn is meaties. So like every time you get knocked down, just try to IBFD the meaty your opponent does.
that time they
And essentially you get better at it because, you know,
As well, beautiful.
you either get the IBFD and like you push them away, or you want to time it so that if you're wrong,
Just a block.
you get block still. So you aim to be slightly early, so you either get IBFD or you get block FD, which is,
So
you know,
get the 5H.
not bad, right?
Flying back.
Block plus FD is like perfectly
Late
fine.
stay offensive though.
Perfectly reasonable thing to get as a counterplay.
As well, just to stay unpredictable and hyper aggressive. He's up against the wall, but the dash up 2K will be enough to take the round.
Yeah, there are certain strings or things that are like very consistent timing. Naga's far slash slash is a good example.
He gets
Things that are not delayable
fast
is
enough to be scary.
the easiest
Most
for sure.
ranges, and then with the dash canceling of it,
It's also like anytime it's a meaty. That's another easy one.
And Crescendo, again, with that check on the 5B, but this time it is not going to be in their favor.
Oh man, if that was dash up close slash though, it's easy to find the timing on Nago far slash compared to most things, I think.
And look at that kind of pickup jobber.
And the 5K whipping in Solstice's favor there so that they were able to actually get the super to break the wall. And Idom coming through with...
Yeah, Gio's a solid character too.
So much, Idom, and
She got some nice like utility buffs in her routes, right? Her routing got a lot more, I think, dynamic because of stuff like this, right? So she can do things that are really, I think, scary when she hits you. Somehow she's scarier when she hits you. She's already a character that does a lot of damage typically, particularly in the corner. God, that's one of her worst weaknesses,
stand
though,
that
huh?
cute
That
seat.
sucks. What a Bojo pool.
Poopy stink.
the combo with
Look at this. Tries the 6P Rams jump H on block,
did that.
and her 6P, she leans in and punches the shit out of the air. That's probably one of her worst qualities, no? Her 6P. Got a whack 6P.
P gonna win out.
Oh yeah, Capcom Cup is soon. I keep forgetting.
Exploded. We'll see you in the next round.
It's here. It's like in SoCal. I haven't really thought about it
I
much.
think it
Yeah, that's the round. If you let Ram stagger there, which, like, you know, it's pretty easy to let her stagger because you don't want to mash a button and then die, you are going to get looped in positive bonus, so it's a pretty bad spot.
go their way as well. And look at this.
Dude, look at the corner carry. She hit a 2...
Sorrow.
Like, bro, she hits a 2K. Why am I in the corner? Meterlessly.
Start to go their way as well. And look at this corner carry. Double.
Why am I in the corner meterlessly from a 2K, like, in the middle of the screen? Help!
Shimmy him out.
This is why you Ram players, when you are like, dude, 2K 2D misses sometime. Oh my god, to death. When you're like 2K 2D misses sometime, yeah, it better. It fucking better.
up afterwards because it's not really there for that. But we do have the pressure coming in from Solstice.
I need that shit to whiff occasionally. It makes me feel better.
That said, they might not need it.
Oh, they actually do YRC into flip kick. Really interesting decision there.
Oh, that's not gonna kill though.
First available
Oh, you're a Sajam fan now?
The scary thing was that Ram could have air dashed out or something, right? But just landed. What a Gracie Mirror. Thanks for the prime.
Now that both first have burst, I feel like the usage of it here starts getting very important in this one.
Into level 3, that was
What a comfy dubstep.
And again, these checks, these 5 feed checks.
Dash block was pretty good there. The problem is if you're committed to dash blocking, it makes you weak to staggers like drill like that, you know? If on defense, every time your opponent does stuff, you always dash block forward, then they can just stagger on you over and over and over because instead of challenging, you're committed to dash blocking. And dash blocking is a really safe, really consistent option, don't get me wrong, but you know, that is the weakness of it, is that it makes you weaker to staggers. Dead. Any comments on Ramlethal shutting down? I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, but it sucks. It's very sad news for sure. They seem to say it's going to come back at some point, so I hope it just gets published by somebody else and it's on Steam. Oh, that's brutal. I wonder what Solstice did. It looked like dash something. Is there scaling after grabs? Yeah, it's pretty high scaling too.
Doesn't matter where you are on screen, Solstice will hunt you down, and there's the gamma ray.
That's kills.
Like throw RC scales the combo quite a bit. They usually don't do too much damage. Usually you only spend it if it's like it's gonna kill because you have a lot of wall life to work. It also does a lot of wall damage. Oh wow. Surprised 2P worked there. Even though there was an IV. Not like this. Now it's too late to burst too. This shit's gonna hurt. That does hella. That is a rough hit. Yeah, I mean, throw is going to kill there, and if you jump it or backdash it, PRC is a threat. It's like a pretty safe option. It only really is the, like, you know, reversal super or burst, both of which, like, I think you're okay eating.
But Chipp still does some wacky things, so I think MFCR can take this, but you just got to be smart about the defensive choices, and that was not smart.
The damage was lowered for real. That's the funny thing. We all were ready for it to do no damage. Little did we know. We were in for quite a bit of damage still. And the lowering damage was like mostly on stuff that didn't even affect a lot of RAM stuff, to be honest with you. Thank God they nerfed Soul 6 that. Punish. You can close slash punish that. But 2K2D is probably more consistent.
Yeah, sure. Practice the matchup. You'll get better. How did that trade, Jobber? How did that work?
Help.
Oh, okay.
I think not spinning the bar is okay there, because Leo now has essentially 100 meter to RPS with. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was going to be a burst base straight up. Dead.
That said, not smart enough. Gonna end up closing out the round there for MFCR.
Yeah, the scaling is H moves and certain special moves. The bigger thing is like the H button starter doesn't really matter to Ram that much. Right? She doesn't really care that much. The Rekka damage nerf is like, I wouldn't say I think it's that big. Try to burst bait there, MFCR anyway. That's what I'm saying. Why is Leo's 2D is a fucking jump scare? That shit is so fast and it's so far. Oh, that was a good mix. But now you gotta guess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Help. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, MFCR was feral right there. Just fucking dashed up on wake up. Was like, fuck it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn, you died. That shit wall splat. Nah, HonoredOgre is just, he's just like Daigo's strongest warrior. He does not want to block. He's just like, I'm about to DP your ass or backdash. You know? Not trying to block. I respect the tenacity with a character like Chipp. It's so easy to die. Yeah, Chipp is sick in this version too. Him and Jacko are like the characters who I think are like really popular right now. They're doing quite well. And May also, that are not the normal top tier 4 that you think of. May and Jacko and Chipp, all really solid characters.
Yeah, and you saw MFCR try to get fancy with the shimmy in the corner there. But when you're
Dude, why is Leia's 5? I wish Leia's far slash and 5H were easier to low profile. I think about that a lot. You guys think about that?
with the overhead, does it again, and that should be
I'm like in bed at night thinking like, wouldn't it be nice
Blasting him straight into game.
if you could low profile
by that. It just feels that way.
Yeah, it also
Leia's far slash and 5H easier? I think about that sometimes. I'm just in bed staring at the ceiling. Like, damn.
Round start.
It'd be nice to just like always swing under it, easy peasy, and just go under all the time.
Well, 6K opposite side. I don't know how he got there.
This
Caught the
is my
backdash,
favorite
dead.
kind of chip player. You see a lot in Strive where people will play a more footsies-based chip. Try and force
Happy Chaos and Zato are pretty different though. They're both really fun characters though. Damn, the hard bait.
the walls. It keeps it back.
Bringing up the burst. Uzumaki barrage.
Zato's biggest nerf in this patch is the H scaling.
Gonna get some positive bonus.
Because he gets a lot of H starters on more than most characters, to be honest with you.
Dash, there's the RC to get the pickup. Tries to
Oh,
mix up.
I feel like you could have just maybe killed, no?
MFCR was
Chipp will
stunned.
do it. Rekka. Yeah, keep it tight. RC, do some pressure.
And this round start, I think, is pretty.
Just don't give Leo a gap to DP basically there is the plan.
J2K.
That's the most important thing though about Zato's nerfs, I think, right? Is that the H's
Amount to much.
are, oh my god. Bro, you were down to swing with him?
Red RC taking it to the corner.
Damn.
That wall health.
The H scaling nerfs hit Zato because essentially he lands H starting hits more than most characters in the game, right? If you think about it, right? Because he gets lots of 5H starters and lots of 2H starters, especially because of oppose.
All out there going for the big drop kick.
Those are pretty big
Setting themselves up
nerfs.
for a set point here as TNS MFCR.
Yeah, and it doesn't affect Happy Chaos at all because he has no H starter because his H is a gun.
Out the burst, but wasn't fast enough.
Now HonoredOgre has Mirror to work with the reversal DP. That's the MFCR I know and love.
Yeah, all that meter would just
Backdash. No side swap though.
But now that HonoredOgre back on the offense again has the
Yeah, that's the problem I think with any kind of offense that's a little loosey-goosey. The minute you don't safe jump a Leo
There it is. MFCR takes
is the minute you're out of the tournament, unfortunately.
earlier.
That's the problem. The second you're like, okay, I'm flying, I'm doing some trapeze shit, then he just DPs, and you're like, oh my bad.
have Crescendo on the P1 side rocking the Giovanna, whereas Rat, as we know, is on the P2 side running the Millia.
Yeah, safe jumping is like a skill you have to learn and practice, and you have to do it off of a bunch of hits too. So you have to learn safe jumps off of tons of hits. Look at that wrist plummeting from Rat, by the way. That wrist change is pretty wild.
Sent right back into the corner though. Nice
Wow, her 2K went under 5H. It was probably because there was a delay.
Continue
Baited.
to chase down
She should probably die, right?
Rat RC's the first. They're not gonna have enough to close this round out. Though.
Not quite, but pretty close. Nice and dead. DED dead.
Spicy.
That spiral arrow reminds me so much of like the Street Fighter 4 paint when they have this color of Ray.
Yeah, the wrist change is pretty big for damage, though. It's a pretty large change.
Olgarath coming through with the $9.54 contribution. Yep,
Damn,
69.
that shit barely hit the last active frame of that foot. That always feels bad. When you try to whip punish Geo, and then the last little bit hits you, and you're like, dude, please help. What up, Zero Knight? Damn. I thought that was cross up, too.
Round sets up the projectile. Great blocking coming in from Crescendo though.
In the front. Ooh, baited.
Oh, the YRC is gonna get blocked. Nice punish there.
Not really much of a mix-up that you can get there, right? Yeah.
All bad moon. Oh, the second
That should
one
kill,
was
though.
well, we had meter to back it up.
That meter was just there for
Not all characters have consistent or good safe jumps either. It
Rats,
depends on
rats,
the
where are the
character.
rats? Rat.
they are.
I'm right there with you. What up, Diphone?
But alright.
Michael, it's your birthday today. That when Dev started playing that shit, I was like, it's hype. We got the Rad Jam.
Zam.
What about Bob? Thanks to the 5 month.
Bad moon again blocked, but the RC allows his scoring more mix-ups. The burst finally comes out.
That dev stream when she was playing in CLG was
Gets the hard knockdown.
actually deranged.
Now that you're here, right? You got the forward throw.
When all she said was "Oh, the misery,"
Forward throw.
and played Germa karaokeing Imagine Dragons the whole time,
Now, you don't get that fun little overhead
I was like,
all the
I gotta
time
get out of here.
as, you know, Giovanna, right? Like you see a lot of characters in each.
I was dying. That shit was funny.
Gio doesn't really do that often.
Oh man, it's so hard to whip punish that though.
Only goes to the skies for combos or for certain pressure strings.
Yeah,
Right
you're pretty
now,
fucked there because even if you guess right on the first mix-up, Millia has bar. It's a
All
50-50.
about the high-low mix.
for sure here. We do know that Millia also is known to be a grappler too.
That was tough. The 2D into Spiral Arrow was timed so awkwardly that there was time for the.
God, she just vanishes, dude.
Get the punish, but
You truly just explode.
Oh,
Help!
my God. And then the RC acting up to make it burst. Save.
Help!
there was no chance Rat was bursting there. None.
Just take the throw. That's what they say.
Oh man, you really just round star ran up throat after getting thrown 9 times in a row. You know,
Get punished too greatly for it.
I can't say I blame you. That's a despicable thing to do.
37 frames recovery. It's not quite making a sandwich material, but
Like, you just throw me 9 times in a row? Fuck, I'm starting with round start run up throw.
There we go. He's able to score the low into a knock.
That's one of those interactions that was pretty unfortunate. Millia was not plus there, but
hit on. So
Gio's
that
counter, her 5P,
same side that time.
it's just like too... It's not a great counter because Millia just hits 2k and then he gets low profile.
D breaks the wall, not enough to
Which is
kill.
pretty brutal, you know? That feels bad.
Position. Not anymore.
Oh, man.
No, this is definitely scary.
If that was like super ready, I think Gio would have killed almost.
Close slash cover.
I think like far slash 5H super, if Crescendo had the bar, would have almost killed. Or pretty close to it.
Slash Rat really likes to start off with far slash at these round start situations.
Yeah, it's
F? Oh, not F. FS.
nothing that you're really.
Bar slash is dangerously close to F, for sure.
By throwing it out like that, so nothing to worry about. Hair car though.
Good defense.
Always risky with no RC behind it.
But a beautiful confirm there, 5K and
Damn. It's 4 frames. Gotta hit it.
Is that 2P6
Oh no, you're gonna explode.
slash?
This shit hurts so bad, man. It's like, it already used to do so much damage.
Big damage.
And now she's bouncing me like a fucking beach ball. This shit feels bad dead. Oh, it was a reset. Okay, okay. I should have killed anyway, though.
But got the reset.
Picked it right back up. We saw when Rat was in control.
That was a little bit of a drop.
Left, right.
Ignore that drop. Okay.
Like we're gonna see right here. Oh, no projectile that time. They just went for the mix.
Here we go. Low slash, far slash. Nice 6P on the spiral arrow attempt. Crescendo, though, with the aggressive burst, trying to maintain that.
Yeah, the Geo combos look really sick. Like, the bounces are, like, so funny.
Another thing we have not seen tonight.
They really just were like,
is the
what if this shit just launched you?
something that Millia players can hit.
Yeah, I also labbed her combos in training mode after they came out just because I thought they were so fun.
Rat would so much rather double.
It makes her more consistent, right? Because what she can do is route into the flip, like 2H flip, and then get like as many reps as she needs to get before she runs out of gravity, and then at the end get close slash OTG into safe jump or dash up at the end of every combo. So it makes everything she does more consistent in that aspect, right?
Projectile setup.
It's a pretty nice change for her because not only does it make her damage better, but it also gives her
High low. It's
like some
everywhere.
consistency there that she maybe didn't have before. Shit's about the wall break immediately, yeah.
Here and there we go. 5P sent through the wall.
It makes her combo damage and then all better, and her routes better, and it makes her
I don't know.
more consistent on Oki, which is like it made her better in every way, basically, right? Which is you can't really complain too much
They're like sumo wrestlers,
if that's the
all right?
case.
They suffer early for their,
It's gonna hurt, yeah.
for their craft.
They build up joint calluses.
I think anything that a character gets that makes them more consistent feeling
Nice control.
is worth it almost always, because
Oh, actually,
the worst feeling in a fighting game is when your character does not feel consistent. You know what I mean? I'm sure you can all agree. If your character does not feel consistent, or
If not,
their routes or their options feel like they don't quite work correctly, or they work in like a weird way, that is probably the worst feeling for any character in the game. So anytime the stuff they do feels more consistent, I think the buff is probably worth it.
burst is still available for Rat 2. Does not need it.
As long as it doesn't shift their power in a way that's bad. As long as the power is just like they're more consistent and it feels better. It's one of the best changes characters can get. We all want consistency, you know? It's really nice. Yeah, I mean, that was one of the biggest reasons I wanted Soul 5H range buff. Because when they nerfed his Far Slash and they gave it more pushback, his 5H didn't reach. So, like, shit feels so bad because, like, you just hit Far Slash and then your 5H doesn't reach from, like, all kinds of ranges. And it was like, dude, bruh. Hell.
Slightest knockdown puts you in for
The Sin stuff work. The way I describe Sin right now is like he feels like all the DLC characters that have come out that needed one pass, right? Almost all the DLC in this game have needed one pass of like retooling before they're correct. And like most characters in the game have had quite a few of those since they've come out, you know? So like I think most of his stuff works. But a lot of it is like a little undertuned relative to other characters in his archetype. But I don't know. I think I don't think he's a bad character. He stands out in a lot of ways and not in a good way. I think this burst is okay because there's not really anything that Geo has that's like threatening you with bar here. And you can force a scramble and win. Yeah, okay.
The recovery of the command dash definitely coming back.
I got Sin and wanted a refund. Yeah. I think that's a lot of people. If you don't truly love some Sin, that's a lot of people. He's definitely the weakest of all the characters I play. He's the weakest character for sure. But I play him because I like Sin. So his backdash is a joke for sure. Why is it 28 frames, which is horrendous in this game when characters have 19 or 20 frame backdashes that are the same invuln as his 28 frame backdash? 28 frame backdash. It goes a little further than some of the other backdashes, but no extra invuln. Give me a couple frames at least or something, right? But it's so long. And it's just like, it's only a negative basically. In the corner over here, like when there's a side swap or whatever. That's supposed to be a DP and then you got Flippy Do instead. Yeah, his backdash is also... Yeah, it's also grounded the entire time, which is bad in this game because backdashes, when they're airborne, you can backdash BRC and do overheads off of them. But he just doesn't have access to that. Jacko has 5 frame invuln, 18 total. Yeah, that's like my point, is like... Other characters have... You know, her backdash is a great example. It's 10 frames faster with the same amount of invuln. Right? It's like a lot of the stuff that he has is like other characters comparatively just have better versions of his good punish and good block. They just have better versions of his tools comparatively, and like almost everything he has is like that. The thing that he does have, I think, is extremely high reward off of his frame traps on specials. That is really valuable, actually. That's like a really nice thing. And he probably has the best whiff punish consistency and range. Like Far Slash Beak and 2S Beak, and Beak in general, is probably one of the best long range whiff punish moves in the game that gives you a consistent knockdown. Even if the Oki's not great. That's probably his most consistent thing and like best thing that he has.
It's not like Leo Stubby either, right? Like he is. But
yeah. Yeah, his backdash is grounded, but you can get hit airborne during it, which is unfortunate. But Happy Cows maybe. Happy Cows probably close, but I think Sins is still better in terms of how far away he can do it. Happy Cows is not quite as far, unless you're counting like raw gunshot, of course. But it's not quite as far. His reward is significantly better though, yeah. But it's some of the best in the game. I think that's one of his biggest strengths, actually. Oh my god, he low... Oh my god, he low profiled it. It just didn't hit him. He's just a low fella. Faust is the biggest, smallest character in the game. He's tall enough that like weird shit happens when you try to hit him. And he's small enough that all kinds of shit whiffs on him. It's just the worst. He was just knocking, bro.
Finally, meteors come out. Goes for the cross up. It's not going to hit, but you are able to escape the corner. And that 5K and 6K are going to...
It's just what he does, yeah. He's the smallest, biggest character.
Close some distance. Close that gap against
It's gonna hit him. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Mini Faust.
Because Leo doesn't start the animation right away. I guess that's kind of okay, but that's a lot of bar to spend. Yeah, he doesn't start the animation right away. And like, it's not like he's invuln. He can be hit during that.
Command grab connects.
Roll back.
Hammer's pretty nice here too. Most of the smackaroos.
I need them to drop the Strive ABA trailer already, please.
Gets the hit.
Not gonna happen. Oh,
Oh no, but the two
backdash
is
2D.
close slash that
It's the game winner right there. You know how many Leos have won games off that shit? Dude,
Something Leo plays
his
does.
2D is a nightmare normal.
He comes out here from
It's
Papple.
so good. That's a punish. Is it -6 or something? -7? Yeah, I think it was time for you to get flash kicked for all that.
in for the corner.
The Berserker Slash when it hits in front is pretty bad on block.
Successful.
Yeah, I think people think the next characters are going to be Delilah, and like people think Slayer is going to get added. We'll see though.
Bomb bag comes out.
Oh, good break. Afro's still on, so you have to be a little cautious. It's gone now. That was cross-up hammer. Punish.
Yeah, not the expanded pushback there, so you're still.
That is the hardest throw to break in the entire game. Berserker Slash through in the corner into empty throw is legit untechable, I think. I don't think I'll ever tech that shit in my life.
Overhead while trying to go for the reversal PR.
There's no chance I break that throw. Not a chance at all. Haas, let's go. I mean, they might add more characters after too. Wow.
Oh, the guard point gets
Guard point just smoking the throw. Feels pretty bad.
Goldberg's gonna
Robo Faust?
Apple, but the item selection was definitely a little.
Please no.
That RC forward, just pick up a trumpet.
Roboguy is already one of the most
land on MFCR.
silly
MFCR gets the
characters, right? If you attach him to Faust, like it's over. Like it's probably the most ridiculous character in the game.
One here is MFCR.
Unless they make Robo Faust incredibly serious, like he's a hard-boiled detective. Oh, that was supposed to be the kill.
Pressure on, gets the forward throw, set point now.
He's like real serious. That'd be sick. What is the lore on Robokai? I don't know. He's a robot. I don't even know who built him.
Edward Scissorhands, there's the afro. Hitting out the DP, but MFCR is going to spend the burst.
Danger.
Yeah, he has heat and what's it called?
MFCR. playing a
Damn,
little
it caught the
bit
backdash.
safer.
He has heat system and rockets.
First out of Papple.
He also builds meter by laying mats on the floor, which is weird too.
Set through the wall with the axe kick. MFCR with a positive bonus. Only needs one more touch.
This matchup seems miserable. You know that?
Will build up the 50 tension required.
Oh, interesting. Not to even take the Afro Ignite.
On deck, gets the hit. All right. This might still be a thing.
Grab the trumpet, get the kill.
That's the end of that round. I'm curious if there's any reason why Papple is not going for the safe jump JD.
Robokai's a real character. Yeah, he happened. He was a real character in the game.
Wow. Oh, you said safe jump setup.
Yeah, because I believe it is a safe jump setup, I believe. Here we go.
I don't know. Like, do people really want Robokai back?
Closing the distance yet again.
Of all the characters in the game, I guess some people do. He's pretty silly.
Oh my god.
He would be so cool looking in this game. That's for sure. Hey, there's that jump 2K mix.
No, Papple's a fighter, still has burst. It's not over until it's over.
Hammer anti-air there, which let Faust throw 3 more items, by the way.
Heal.
Oh, the bomb! Yeah, that burst was unfortunate.
The burst was
Bomb again.
bomb explosion. Doesn't get it this time.
Okay, we get a couple of items here. Hammer, meteors, Afro, all pretty good.
Meteors gets the cross up and
All
Papple
pretty
stays
solid items.
alive with a hell of a comeback there. And that's the thing about Papple and a lot of Faust players.
I mean, I understand Elpha because she's like the waifu character. She's quite popular for a lot of people.
Territory of playing Faust.
But the problem is the whatever it's called for me. It's not that like what does Robokai offer that people want? I guess he's a funny robot man. That's probably enough. I'm down.
That is a pretty important tool.
Another meteors.
Just as you say that, we got meteors. So
Hey, got a donut.
bombs out.
The donut made him live.
Certainly becoming a thing. Oh, he got some fruit. He's helping.
I think he'd be dead if he didn't get the donut, right? Because of the chip.
Guard break there, but then J2K is going to beat out the 2K from MFCR, and Papple is very close to tying things up 2-2.
Yeah, he has a pretty unique system. I wonder if he'd be like the old game where his meter is only built by the mat, or if they'd make him different.
Either way, here we are. Gold burst.
Faust is still pretty
Again,
goofy.
Papple has been getting these gold bursts so consistently, throws out 100 meters worth of items.
Damn, that sucks.
Does get back turned into the corner though.
Not getting anything off that feels pretty bad.
For MFCR.
Spending 100 meters to do 2 item supers and then just...
No RC.
Also, MFCR could have killed with RC off the throw there.
Didn't even need it, just waited a second.
But, you know, life goes on.
And now once again, MFCR is in a check position. Just needs to take the king here.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely just adding that 100 tension from the last.
Dude, Papple's running for the hills. Like, really trying to get the fuck out of there. It's hard. I think escaping Leo is so tough.
Back to mid-screen we go. Gets
Because, like, if you don't challenge, it's like you'll probably not get away. But challenging is really scary. Was he top tier in the old games? People could expect him to be the same here. Robokai? No, Robokai was bad. Quite bad.
we got Eddventure on the P1 side going up against
Yeah,
Solstice
not a good character.
Now Eddventure is Jobber's pick to win tonight's tournament. So let's see how they can handle this round.
He's pretty cool, though. He has a unique system. He has heat and also the backdash, back throw incident. It could happen. Oh, it didn't pull a minion, though. This matchup, but yeah, I think it's gotten a little better for Jacko No, but it's still, I think, not great. It's either... It could be better now, but I think before it was good for Ram. Quite a bit. Maybe it's okay now.
One finally connects though.
Yeah, and Solstice is taking to the air a lot so far early on in this matchup, especially with the JH utilizing that.
Anyone can cook in plus R.
Very frequently.
I mean, it's like that in most games where the balance is not egregious. Like, usually anybody can cook. Unless the character or the game is, like, horribly unbalanced.
By the wayside, both swords collected now here from Solstice. Nice little 5K challenge.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
But it doesn't matter. Solstice is able to score the throw and close out the
I think
round.
people think that Ram he doesn't have any bad matchups, and if she does,
It's just that you can't block
it's one of a few characters. Like, maybe Leo.
just like that.
But probably not.
To get some offense going.
Oh, what a 5P pickup there as well.
Yeah, Kai's hurtbox is so weird, and the way he falls and stuff is so weird in plus R. He's a weird combo.
All the way to the corner of Fast RC, spending it to summon the minion.
That was a good block. Yeah, super important, although the punish was unfortunate. And look at dude, that route was so far.
Solstice definitely on the
I just think if you're a Solstice here, you're probably accepting that this round's going to be tough. Although there's a chance. Uh-oh. Time to rob.
Hard toss.
Try to bait the throw.
again, still a bit of
5k to catch the jump. Help!
going.
So that time, Eddventure tried to dash block. Get the sword back. Sword toss. 5k. Throw. One more guess for the round.
To the OTG.
Another throw.
That's the rob. That's how it goes.
Fair and balanced against top tier characters either, right? Like we look at Solstice, who they're playing
That's
right
the
now,
rob.
Ramlethal. They had to play Papple earlier. Faust, clearly a tippity top tier. Ikushisu, who I actually can't remember offhand who they played.
Bridget and then Ram.
Right, and then Idom obviously rocking the Testament. So
Oh, that's an unfortunate drop. That's one thing about the Rekka change too that I think about sometimes. Not just the damage, but having to not do the Rekka ender because the Oki's bad. Having to do Daro is a pretty big deal for Ram actually.
Not gonna matter if you can't.
Remember when every combo she would just do Rekka safe jump
so
and then do like close slash pressure on you? That sucked. Her getting Daro instead and not a safe jump is like so much more tolerable, I think.
Oh my god, Solstice with the 5H getting a big confirm.
Like it's actually very surprising to me how big of a change that feels like. Yeah, sword just went through the guard. Oh no.
from the last round. And that's
She really bounced off the backboard. This is looking like a tough game.
the screen.
Tough set for Eddventure. Oh, that side swap was a little unfortunate actually. I think maybe the corner carry would have been better, but we'll make it to the other corner anyway. Is what I would say.
I'd say you do all for best super in the game. You always have to consider the Leo whirling death, 5-frame startups, and plus 14 on block, and it's full screen projectile. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, having to do a harder combo for a worse knockdown is definitely a noticeable nerf.
Low and actually catches the backdash here.
Didn't
Yeah, it was a little late on the punish. Rega 2 is -10, so.
get the burst to come out though. Hold this pressure, gets the throw.
Dude. Oh, damn, really? I didn't know her 2K was going to go under the 5K there, although I suppose it makes sense.
Corner, but immediately gets tossed.
Yeah, it's very rare that Ram does a cool combo, I think. I might be a hater. I think most of her combos don't look that cool.
Nice jump in though. Good start.
I think Happy House combos or Nago combos look cooler
Back and
in
again,
comparison most of the time.
Now Solstice is sitting at
I think Leo combos are a little dry. Occasionally he does something cool too, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough that they're up against an opponent.
Pull up?
willing
Damn.
To just rock the meter to the
Yeah,
first
good
side,
IB.
right?
Gives you a little
That's
space to
something
wiggle out
they
there.
had to contend with up to this point, metered or unmetered.
I being the sword toss is pretty important, I think, actually.
Part of that mental stack of
It really saves you in neutral in scenarios where if she sword tosses, you know, you can be in such a just terrible position immediately.
gonna hit you with a
Get pushed back into the corner and far slashes there. Baits the throw. Ooh, that burst was scary. It could have been real bad.
on that 5H. We saw that before as
And she's going to get the sword back. Yeah, I think Wire Sing is pretty good there. It prevents Ram from getting the sword. And it gets you out of the pressure, which is both of those things pretty nice.
Chance to get some pressure started and capitalize on this moment. Run away. Joestar's secret technique.
Oh,
does get caught by the sword throw. Not the
wow, he built the bar.
chance to
That's
light
it. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you're living there.
forever.
I cannot believe Ram just built the bar there. What happened to my finger? I was cleaning a glass. I turned my hand. And then as I turned my hand, the glass shattered. So then it cut a circular gash on the edge like that on my pinky, basically. And I mean, it's just a Mogus. Yeah, basically. But it's doing all right. Let's get back into this.
They certainly deserve some love. And look at them here in our losers.
Pretty nasty little gash on my hand. Which is why, wow. That autocorrect is pretty funny. That happens a lot to Leo because his hurt box gets extended when he does that, right? But it's why I haven't been playing as much, even though the hacker stuff is seemingly less impactful for streamers. It's because, you know, my hand is gashed, and if I play, I'm afraid it's going to reopen the wound. Dude, Rat's movement has been so good this game. It's not going to kill. Leo is actually, like, this is not winning for Leo here. But I would say this is not as big of a lead as it looks like. Mostly because with this much bar, Leo can basically just big send it with 2D or Berserker or like something RC and then one chance Millia and get a burst, you know? So it's actually like very scary. Yeah, that position is super spooky to break the wall. Because if Leo gets one thing right, he puts Millia on like, hey, you better burst right here or you're going to lose the round, right? So very scary. That's why wall breaking when your opponent lives is super scary if they have a meter advantage on you, because meter just lets you do some shit and send it and then just be like, what's good, you know? Oh, Rat thought that was gonna wall break. Oh, well, didn't die, but pretty bad spot. Leo gets Berserker or like in the front pressure. Yeah, ooh. BRC backdash for instant overhead. Nice block. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Even if Rat loses this round, if Rat baits this burst, yeah. Okay. Well done there from MFCR. I have been thinking about doing another Elden Ring run. Yeah, on stream. I don't know if I want to do it on stream or not, but I did a second run. It was just off stream. Wow, what a break. Damn, the raw 2D. That shit's cheating. Berserker slash crossing up in the corner is cheating. They really were like, you know what? Leo's mix-ups are not potent enough.
Or if he's literally just launching his body.
Alright, there's the first up.
Randomizer? I heard it's annoying to set up. Kind of a jank setup there, but did try to bait that it was going to be cross up when it wasn't. I like that. Wall splat. Winger. No, 2H will do it.
It's going to pay off, and it's going to give Rat the first game.
I don't even know if that was like a DP bait because it looked like the string
It's
finished.
only a matter of when.
It's true.
You had a hot glass and it got cold too fast. That makes it shatter.
You gotta
The
figure out
glass I don't think was hot actually. I think it had just been sitting in the sink for a bit and then
unactivated. Looks like he went for a bit of a
it just happened. I think it shattered because it's an old shitty glass is my read. I could be wrong. That's my read.
To the skies.
Oh my god. Not only does this setup
Up dash.
cross up,
He is
but it makes your reversal go the other way.
skies.
I did not know. This is some Injustice 1 shit. I did not know it did this. Leo is like, oh, let me go towards Millia. I'm being crossed up, and then flash kicks into the corner. So, yeah, that's wild.
That is disgusting. It's
I did not know it did that.
It really does. It actually, she takes the corner for a second and then falls back.
That is wild. I had no idea that that was a thing.
MFCR trying to try challenge.
Even though I knew it was a cross up. Damn, what a 2P on the check. Or what a 2P check on the dash. That was sick.
Timing there from Rat. Actually,
Rat makes Millia's 2P looks broken. I feel every time... Oh, you're dead.
that was sick.
Oh, burst though. Burst is gonna come up. Yeah.
Yo, RC.
Yeah, try to use 2H to keep it like kind of out of burst range there.
Had the right idea.
Dude, Rat makes
But no, great stuff.
Millia's 2P look so good.
On the burst.
Yeah, it's 4-frame. It's been 4-frame for a bit, but like, I don't know. That shit just, it looks extra juicy. Uh-oh. Oh no. Try to bait the burst.
Through.
Rat not biting.
Dash cancel as well, just into another close.
That's a punish. Ooh.
Will just block on the
Got the
dip.
5P on counter hit. It could have been even better if it was just close slash, but he'll take a little 5P action. Safe jump? No. Just tries to bait the DP. That was perfect 6P. Good delay there from MFCR. Oh, no super dropped the input. Baited the DP, but the flash kick, it just recovers too fast. Right there. Oh, that could have been punished. Damn.
Oh, the fast 5D will be enough to take the round and forgot to block coming through with the sub. Rat just
Perfectly
forgot how to
timed.
block.
Yeah, perfectly timed coming through there. 5 dust hitting him. Big damage. Start the round, gets the knockdown, projectile setup.
Nice block. Oh, pulled up. That was definitely like ghost riding the whip. Like just did it and then was like, I'm out. I gotta get out of here. When is Strive's new character? The next character is supposed to be in March. So next month.
Not going to get anything except some pressure from MFCR.
Uh-oh. 2D is all you need. That could be the end.
Gonna start getting busted around.
It's very scary to get hit by 2D from Leo like that. 2D RC is like
Half HP, and you're gone.
a why not move in neutral. It's like so good.
Enough.
OTG super, yeah.
Gets that OTG with the whirling death. That's definitely the best super in the game.
Dead. DED dead.
Whirly Bird, the pizza cutter, goes by many
Looking
names.
very strong right now.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see a trailer of Frosty. We could. That would be cool. But if the character's coming out in March, you know, it's pretty early to have a trailer now in the beginning of February.
Sight of it.
Although they could if they have something to show, I suppose. But
Moon.
And then left, right, left, right, left, right. Guess
ooh,
what?
that could have killed. That's gonna kill anyway.
Doesn't have any intention to make that safer. And with no meter, we in there.
Just enough there with the bad moon.
Yeah, maybe a teaser. Frosty is like has tradition now, right? Because they showed off Faust there, and then they showed off Bike in there. Isn't that right? Is it like every Frosty they gotta have a trailer?
Up, and then it's that Capel
Kara hair car.
aerial matchup that we've been talking about all night long. versus
Oh, that is so scary. Damn.
which-
Turbo that 2P. Get that shit out.
All right, burst comes out from MFCR, not going to get it back this
Damn,
time.
I feel like MFCR was trying to flash kick there too. Oh no.
Oh no, we need one more.
Oh, that's huge.
Millia went
Try to bait the burst. No. They both went a little too hard in the paint with the bait.
are there. Not gonna
Dude,
work
look
out.
at that 2P. Help me. Why does she have a 4-frame 2P?
Touch. Flash kicks to Capel. Oh, not like this. Not
Dude.
like this.
Rat's 2P is like 1 frame actually. It's unbelievable how good Rat makes that 2P look. It's also because Rat's a 6H believer, I think.
I think Millia could do okay.
And 2P6H pretty solid. That shit is cheap. That setup is cheap. And wake up 6P. That is the Jacko way. Why do Jacko players wake up 6P so much, actually? That, for some reason, all Jacko players love wake up 6P. It's not that her 6P is bad or anything, but like 6Ps are not invincible wake up attacks. You know?
Jacko gets to play hers.
Yeah, the names are flipped. They'll fix it. I don't know why they love wake up 6P so much. They do it all the time. There, I understand the idea, but it's just really funny to me. Because like wake up 6P is a Jacko thing. I see Jacko players do it all the time.
Jacko can bring a similar talent to the game. But,
yeah, that 6H is, you know, the thing about 6H that's interesting to me is there's so many ways to stagger off of it too, right? We see how often Rat just like doesn't cancel off of 6H and people are waiting for the cancel, so even if the move's negative, you can make it feel like a good way to start your pressure and stagger off of, which is not like a way people typically think about moves that are negative on block, right? Like you don't think about them as ways to start your offense, but you know, despite that, Ed has to like respect, you know, car, hair, car, disc, cancels, like whatever you want to represent as Millia. Yeah, exactly. It's also, it's -8. Ooh, first save. Ouch. It's -8, but it has a lot of pushback, right? It's -8 on second hit now. But you have cancel options off of it that are pretty good too. Wall slump. Yeah, into the corner. That shit is cheap. It's cool. I like it though. Even though it's cheap, I'm a big fan. I think it's fucking nasty as hell. But every time I see it, I'm like, let her cook. I like that 2S attempt there from Eddventure, preemptively looking for the anti-air. I think it's cool because like nobody else really does something like that often, right? So I like it for that reason. Wow, what a block. What a block. Just raw dog blocks a bad moon. Blocking bad moon like that is... Yeah, I'm impressed. Maybe just looking for the jump, but... Oh, nice. Out of there. And dead. Yeah, taking the corner is like really, really unique. Wow, 5K beat bar slash there, which makes sense. It's faster. But I'm kind of surprised it reached. I guess you could delay the far slash to beat that, but you know, you have a 9-frame far slash, you just want to do it. Yeah, you don't see countdown much. The countdown that you see that leads to the explosion for Jacko. Oh, that's probably not what was supposed to happen there.
Good stuff coming in here from Rat to play the offense, but we've seen so far from Eddventure's defense. Just a really good.
Oh, nice. Wow, 5K dash 5H. I was looking for like a close slash 2H situation, but that was juicy. That mix-up does a lot of damage, you know that? And it's like hard to block because it's just a left-right, right? When Jacko throws you and then air dashes and then does the minion attack, and it's either going to hit in the front or in the back, right? But that mix-up's cheap.
That is certainly more than enough to close out that round.
It's a good mix-up. I wonder, will Millia's 6B hit, though? And get away from the minion attack? I don't know. I have no clue. It might depend on your character. Yeah, Millia, I think even if she's the best character in the game, she is normally a low health, low damage character, right? That's like her thing. Oh, missed it. Oh, is that a punish? No, not quite. It did clear the minions. You need to do something here to get in. I think spending some bar like that's okay. Am I going to watch TWT this weekend? I'll probably watch it Sunday if it's on Sunday my time. First, yeah, you got to do it. Oh, the raw hair card. Damn. Oh, oh my god. I thought the minions were gonna absorb the super. I was a little scared.
Incredible situational awareness there from Rat. Recognize that some of these situations that Rat is pulling out victory.
Hopped in the whip. We got to do it. Yeah, but what's it called? I'll probably watch some of the TWT finals. I'm gonna restream Frosty, so I'll be live for that. But I'll watch TWT probably off stream. I'm not gonna watch it while I'm streaming. Wow, what a good pull up. Just like pulled up, did the close slash, said what's good. Yeah, see, that was messed up. That was cool. That was messed up. Because normally this is a cross up, but Millia lands in the front, right? But then if you walk out of the corner, it's a cross up, and then Millia's in the corner. Sometimes Millia lands in the front. I've seen both. That setup is a cross up. That's how the setup works. Oh, that looked like a mistake. Probably a Kara. But I don't know if there's a way to always make it so that, yeah, see, that time Eddventure got hit out of the corner. At least you got out of the corner though. Oh, it didn't hit the minion though. I think they hadn't reset, right? Isn't that what happened here? No, it just didn't reach the one in the front. I see. Oh, missed the link. You can actually combo off that now, which is cool. Dude, look, Rat is trying so hard to get like in the correct place to hit Jacko out of this and that and like catch everything, but Eddventure is moving. Damn. Yeah, what can you do? You're only a human being. You're only a human being. How are you going to block that? I like the way Eddventure's been playing this too. Been doing a really good job of like not getting run down too often and using stuff like 5K, 2S, far slash, 6P and 5P. Probably OSing with 6P, right? I would assume. If not, it's always good to do. It's useful to have the FD 6P OS. Hell. And y'all also using like stuff like jump D to stall. Not let Millia just run in, pull up on you, and then go under and get close slash. What a good move. Oh, that didn't even combo. Hell. Okay. We blocked it correctly. No. Side swap? Oh, a little too low. Wow, what a challenge. And that's a kill, yeah. Very nicely done. Good discipline from Eddventure to hold on to the burst there, though. Gonna need it for this last round for sure. Also, one thing is like, yeah, this kind of stuff against Millia is really scary. She builds a lot of risk just like blocking those minions, even from full screen blocking minions and then the minion kick. It does a lot of risk, so it's pretty scary. Dude, the move speed. It's really hard to do that for a lot of characters because, as you notice, the minions never leave the screen, but she can run fast enough that the minions don't track and hit her here. That is not, I would imagine it's like mostly her and Chipp that can do this. There's probably not very many other characters who can run this fast, no. But yeah, that is, not very many characters can do that, I think.
They actually did it.
Yeah, maybe if your character's really fast, Geo's probably a good example. Yeah, that should do it.
Just as the money comes through,
and you have to be at the right spacing where the minions are like way, 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 way behind you.
Not even gonna take time to let the
Otherwise, you're gonna have some problems, I think.
And this is tough. We got Rat on the loser side.
Yeah, Ram is really fast. Yeah, Ram, that does make sense. Ram, Chipp, Geo, Millia, those all make sense to me.
Oh, we got Heavy Day playing also. It can't get any better.
Yeah, Bridget's fast as hell too. That's actually, I think, one thing that's really, really, really strong about Bridget is her movement is extremely good.
Oh my god, that started.
Yeah, Ram, that's like one of the, maybe the thing that makes me the most mad is how good her move speed is versus her archetype. For a character who's smoking me in mid range so bad, why is she so good at just doing run 2K?
I don't want to see any question marks.
You know, why is she so fast?
What was that? She deserves it. She needs it.
You know. Oh no, you actually died. You explode. That is so bad.
Back to back, going through the wall.
That is so bad to get hit by. That sucks. Not dead, but yeah. You died.
Well, you get the safe jump, Oki, guess for game, run up
Yeah,
slash,
that is
does it
brutal.
again for good measure.
Ooh, that is brutal. That did so much damage. That is a... you can't win a round that you get hit by that very often. It's pretty unlikely. That was a great air-to-air too from Solstice. Damn, that dash block was smooth. Look at this dash block. Whoop. So clean, actually. Solstice is like not ready.
5K. Saturation is gone from the world because we're trapped in this P2 corner.
And Rat is trapped, cannot escape. Finally is able to get out, harassing with some 2Ps into the 6H, trying to get that mortal.
Oh, it didn't reach. The disc barely didn't reach.
It's kind of a tough spot to be in. Nice challenge there. Colors coming back to the world.
Yeah, we're seeing some challenges on... This is one thing that's really important. When you block her 5H, you should IB with the timing that she's going to sword toss. And the reason is very simple. Sword toss, if you don't IB it, will push you back, and then the explosions like near you are on top of you, and you have to deal with that. If you IB, as you can see, you lose no ground. So the sword toss is not going to be a threat at all. The far slash is still scary, but... You know, IBing sword toss like that is something in neutral that is a big difference maker in the matchup a lot of times.
Nice 2P, 6P straight into the S disc.
Help!
Double pick.
Nice. Good confirm, not dead, but you get positive bonus here. So if you run up a new close slash, you'll build, or a 6H, you'll build meter.
Overhead, double jump into the 6.
Oh, what a throw break from Solstice.
Man, we're almost back to second burst.
Able to get the J.
Yeah, it's really good. IBing the sword toss is extremely important.
Not looking like the Rat of last game. Definitely looking a lot more confident here, even on defense. But it's pushed in.
Yeah, the run speed from Ram is like definitely one of her biggest strengths. It's very hard to contest her mid-range, not only because her buttons are good, but because her run speed sort of denies you the ability to just like poke against her, you know what I mean? Because she's so fast and she does dashing 2K, and if you're trying to mash a button that will beat that, you're just gonna lose the like stand there 5H. So her neutral is like, you know, so much of its power is based on the fact that she can move like that. Oh, that's big.
Big punish coming in here.
Yeah, get the hard knockdown here.
We got another
So Ram
punish
can't get away.
for Rat.
She's got burst, but you know.
Safe jump, Oki. What's the mix for the game?
Oh, punish didn't reach. Oh my god, 2P, thank you so much.
As well, but gets the 2P to close things.
That is a lot of video games to get to this point, so Rat is definitely feeling confident.
And Rat
Oh, that's the fake out. You see that? Rad didn't do the cross-up setup because Solstice blocked it and I beat it last time. This time, Rat was like, alright, let me just fake out, go low.
The link they were looking for,
I like that.
but it still gives you some frames, takes them to the corner, forces them to
The biggest difference, I think, between Rat and a lot of Millia players you see, besides just like this really, really good character awareness, is how often Rat approaches on the ground and uses these ground buttons. Rat makes like 2P and 6H and far slash and 2S 5H all look so incredibly good. And I think so many players really don't use Millia's grounded tools as much as they should, because her grounded buttons are actually very good.
Fan now.
And the reward is much better now than like ever, right? It's gotten better and better for patch and patch. Like the car has helped a lot, and the super confirms are really important too. Like the reward is just better and better. Disc also having more range. Oh, this is giving Solstice some problems for sure. No longer doing the cross-up setup. Solstice tried to wake up 5K to check it, and that shit went the other way. And then 2K 2D. That is nasty. That's a fucked up setup. Like, what do you do about that? I actually, if that was me, I'd be like, well, the answer is probably fuzzy throw, but then, of course, you could make it time to beat the throw if you do that. It's like, yeah, it's to me the big difference maker is how people use Millia's grounded buttons, because she does have very good grounded buttons. Her far slash and 5H are actually very good. Her disc is really, really, really scary as a raw poke to contest with. OTG kills? Oh, not quite. Nice. Her move speed makes her 2K, far slash, 2S all feel really scared. scary to deal with. They're all really useful. So you gotta like represent those options, or she's not as scary, you know. If it's only air approach, I think generally it's much easier to deal with Millia. Oh, that was a throw. That sucked. So that's why, you know, if you're not, oh my god, help. If you're not using those options, just something you need to think about in your Millia game plan. It makes you too one-dimensional if your only approach is air approach because, you know, most people know how to deal with that. Like, if Millia is just jumping at me, I'm like, okay, I know how to stop this. It's only when the Millia player runs at me on the ground that I'm like, oh shit, I gotta think about what to do now. I gotta actually consider my options against this character and what she's able to do. When it's like the Millia player is just, you know, in the air, I don't care. It's only when I start dealing with Far Slash that I'm annoyed. 2PRC. Gonna burst. Yeah, of course. You want to keep the corner here. This is a good choice from Solstice, I think. Ooh. I love the air movement to get out of the corner there. This was like, yeah, actually really, really, really impressive. Look at the jump, air dash back, right? So Solstice is trying to cover the air with like jump P. Sword toss here. It's jump, empty jump, land. Solstice is running up to try to cover this space and then jump, Papple out. And then seeing like, oh shit, Solstice is chasing me. I gotta get back out of here. Fast falls back out. Solstice was probably trying to run up in like close slash anti-air or something, right? So like, oh shit, I'm in a bad spot. I should move back this way. Oh, no way that was burst safe. No way that was burst safe. I would have burst too. I cannot believe that.
We've said it a couple times now. The tournaments are starting.
Ramlethal Valentine. Nah, bro. No way. Jump H, hit close slash. Oh, brutal. This button's nerfed, by the way. I've actually heard Ram players be like, nah, bro, they really should unnerf Jump H. They should just... They need to make Jump H better again. Nah, bro. It's a skill issue. How this character has been like this for so long, I don't know. I'm impressed. Ramlethal Valentine. Dead? Nice.
There we go. Papple is going to break the wall and take us into reset point.
Yeah, no shot to burst at the end of that round there.
Yeah, Ram is funny. Funny character. Very good character. Help! Oh, Kara? No, just goes for the dust. Has super here too, which is pretty scary. Oh, son, not getting thrown out of Bad Moon. I would be... Dude, Rat is going through it. Even if you win this game, Rat is going through it for sure. That feels so bad. I'd be so mad. Even if you win, I would be tilted. That sucks so bad. Oh, not like this. Oh, no. Oh, you lost. GG's. Congrats on Solstice winning the tournament. It's over. That burst, it's over.
There's no turning back. Rat has no burst. Solstice does.
No burst at all. Ooh.
Things are quickly falling out of control here.
Okay, gets the burst off the table real early.
Get that out of here.
Burst is gone. That's it for both players, possibly in this round.
Oh, reverse. That was really good from Solstice to recognize and hit 2K instead of doing 2K 2D. Help me.
This time, Rat has not gone for a low in that situation at all in this set.
Oh, that was a good attempt on the, what's it called? The air-to-air jump S from Rat. I like that idea. Man, Solstice is so solid, though. Oh, that air throw attempt, too. Damn, that should kill.
Is that it? Is that the reset?
That's the reset.
All right, composure.
Rat resets the bracket. Is this Rat's night?
Composure. Bike and Leo happy chaos player complaining that Ram's the best. Who are those people? It's not me.
There's people out there that don't believe in the Millia matchup. They don't believe in the character.
Look at Papple go. Thank you, Papple. Only my homie Papple gets you out of the corner and lets you do a full ass combo. Thank you, Papple.
Them wrong. And so we got Solstice off to a unfortunate start this round.
Papple really got your back at all times. If you're a Millia player, Papple is your homie for sure.
100 meter from Solstice, surprised that Rat.
I don't know. I think Papple's a demon move. Absolutely. I think it's so fucking cheap.
That is not enough.
It's a cheap ass move. For real, for real. Oh, anti-air? Oh, that was a FD cancel from Solstice, right? This is air dash back jump S, I think, from Ram. And then I'm pretty sure Solstice FD cancels the startup of the move. Yeah. Yeah, the very beginning of moves in this game can be, you can cancel the startup with FD. It's actually how FD works most of the time, right? If you're ever worried that your move is going to get hit, then that's something that you should recognize. Just try to use it.
Tough spot to be in for Rat. I believed because I'm a believer, and then they lost. So now I'm a non-believer. And we'll have to wait and see. 5K? Oh, that is a...
You might as well try, because either you can't cancel the startup, it's too late, and you get your move, or you can cancel the startup. Oh, that was... Everything about that was perfect, actually. Solstice just did everything so well there that I have to stop and just say good shit. Double IB, punish, RC up to make it burst safe, and it ends up baiting the burst anyway. Yeah, you're pretty good. You did everything, literally everything right. But yeah, you might as well try to FD, because if you get FD, then you're safe, and if you don't get FD, then your move is going to come out anyway, and you couldn't stop it. So you gave it the old college try.
You take that L, you immediately hop back in it, and you get that perfect. So now you know you can keep the pressure going and the tempo strong. You just have to actually do it.
Oh, but the 5P
Did Solstice drop the Excedrin sponsor? No, the Excedrin thing was for esports arena E-series stuff. I don't know if it's changed. Is he not in E-series anymore? I'm not sure. Or did he just not put it on his tournament thing or whatever?
Millia, though, entering that danger notification for just a second. Now in action.
They have L's by their names because grand finals, you usually have someone in winner side and someone in loser side. And then if the bracket reset, they both ends up in loser side. I guess in the modern era, putting W's and L's by people's name can be pretty offensive. Now that you think about it.
Round start going for Rat.
I didn't really consider it until you just brought it up. L gamer, you know.
The bad moon. Nobody else has done that tonight.
Yeah, neutral jumping the bad moon.
Wow, I'm surprised 6P lost there. Damn, that jump P was really good. Damn, the one wake up winger.
Gonna go for a reversal super. It's gonna hit.
Millia players get to do that one time per year.
Chunky damage there. Last chance here for.
I don't know why it's so infrequent. It is a reversal.
J-Tile does not block same side forward.
She gets one. Yeah, that's the meme. She gets one. One per fiscal quarter. Rat spent it all there. Nasty. That was a nasty mix-up.
That was like the ending frames of both projectiles.
Oh, it was too far because of the FD. Nice. That was good from Solstice.
Bursts out, I respect it. Keeps that tempo strong so you can keep Solstice in the corner.
And this is a situation where Solstice was able to succeed.
Dude, the 2P and the side swap back to the corner. Hell, dude, that setup is fiendish. It's causing so many problems. This is a really even round though. Okay, Capple's the GOAT. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Papple, for being literally the best.
I'm sure they're having a blast.
What a good move. Papple is really, 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 really good. You know that? Every time I see it, that's all I think. That move is so good.
Which means they can do that pretty much. We do also get the close line.
Oh. That was an advanced level punish. That was unbelievable, actually. Knowing Ram was going to do jump H, just BRC's under. Alright, you got smoked. And this setup is also not real because Millia is not going to be able to hit a button fast enough to make the disc meaty. As a pro tip, if Millia is not attacking you, you can just hold up out of disc. Disc is just like, you know, unless it's like a meaty disc or she's got a button on you. But in situations like this, you don't have to respect the disc. You can just, you know, get out of there. Just something to think about.
Breaks it. Positive bonus on Rad's side. Solstice gonna spend the meter to try and steal the turn back.
Yo.
Yeah, didn't combo, but you gained some plus frames. Damn. That is so funny. The first 2P misses, and then Solstice does throw, and it gets counter hit by the second 2P, which then combos into 6H because of the counter hit stun.
True strength.
No, but that is right there.
That is hilarious. His spacing is so good. He missed,
Surviving with burst intact as well.
but then hit.
Yeah, not something they were able to do last game. This game looking much stronger for them.
That's the skill. The skill right there.
From Solstice, if it was ever theirs to begin with.
Solstice trying to
Yeah, I gotta say the movement right now from Rat is also really, really clean. Using a lot of fakes in the air so that Solstice doesn't know when the actual air approach is coming.
situation where Rat definitely thrives.
Oh yeah, that's a classic mix-up. I haven't seen that in a long time, actually.
Has not been able to slow this game down.
Pass failed successfully, yes.
And they're struggling with it. This
Ooh,
tempo
no
is-
burst. I'm actually really surprised because that close slash or that far slash 5H is
Burst.
definitely burstable. But I think Solstice was just like, all right, I don't want to get burst baited and just lose for free. Wow, what an air throw.
Beautiful air throw. Crosses up.
That's a good way to deal with Papple if you happen to be in the right spot. Uh-oh.
Lockout. RC.
Oh, I'm surprised that Rad didn't bait it at all. Wow.
The 6P. The 6P.
I'm shocked that beat the jump H there.
Beautiful. One more game is all Rat needs, but you know Solstice isn't gonna make it easy.
Yeah, I feel like it's very rare. That mix-up was fucked up. I feel like it's very rare that 6Ps beat it.
I believed in Solstice.
All right, 2P, 6P immediately into the super.
Oh, that was an air block, so Badmoon was probably pretty safe.
Gets punished appropriately. Does get that JP coming through. Close slash. Look at that pressure.
Fast RC 6H. That meant that Solstice built the bar here. Solstice wouldn't have meter again if it wasn't for that fast RC, which is pretty important. Nicely done. This win is brought to you by Fast RC. This Fast RC 6H saves Solstice a bunch of bar instead of it costing the whole thing,
Pressure.
which means right here,
Climbing. Will we get a counter?
Solstice has meter really early for this kind of stuff.
Close towards.
Pretty nice to do, right?
Had no break.
If there's ever a concern about your meter, it's pretty good.
There we go. Enough with
Quadruple jump P from Ram. Yeah, pretty good move.
This
Her jump P is like the god jump P in this game. It used to be like Soul,
Grand finals
but in this version, Ram's is, yeah, her jump P is so good.
One more round here. Does get
All right,
burst.
finds a burst. It's not easy in the corner against Ram to find that burst.
Rat to spend there, right? You
Missed the Kara, and then Rat was too late on the challenge, and then this is how it ends. GG's go next. Oh, could have supered in one probably. I bet you.
Solstice could have killed
I think it's because Solstice thought the far slash would, or the close slash would wall splat, right? And then you do the laser.
Almost like they were reading a burst, but I was already.
I think that's what Solstice thought was gonna happen. But more to bottom might have killed too.
of life in the lead.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Hold up. This is a winnable round.
God, commentator.
Uh-oh.
There's the cross up.
Empty throw
Might
again.
have done it.
Oh, doesn't go for the throw. I got hit too. Damn. That's a winnable round there. I am shocked.
Point. Rat.
That was looking miserable. I think Solstice could have just won way earlier too. Just a little mistake. A little mistake. An easy mistake to make too, because sometimes it's hard to tell the life of the wall hits, right? So
Start this round out.
that's also a huge start.
Through the wall. Fifth
With burst though, I think Solstice is okay, especially if it's a gold burst, but
rat looking.
I don't know. I mean, it's much harder for, yeah, this is actually now really good for Ram because this is really hard to get out of. This is like big winning for Ram. Oh,
Can't get the jail.
oh
Free.
no.
Bro doesn't spend any meter.
Oh no. Thank you, 2P.
2PRC. Rat does it.
Uh-oh, the setup, the faded setup. Burst, there it is. Ram has two meters to go ham with though. Oh, catch the backdash. If that was close slash though, if we just hit close slash, 6P.
Not enough.
Oh. Bad moon. Of course we good moon. It wins the tournament. That's a good moon. Of course. I would have bad moon too. I'm trying to win. This right here, I think this could have been close slash. And it probably could have killed. But 2P was probably the safest option in case there was BRC. 5K 6H also could work here. But 2P is the fastest, safest option. And then, yeah, of course, you got to bait that there because otherwise you just die.
RC to run under.
Wow, 6P is wild there for
6P is not
sure.
enough.
Just look at how often the movement from
RC to run
Rat is really hard to deal with. So like it's first of all air dash back. Of course, Solstice hits 6p because, you know, Millia's in the air right next to you. And then that makes you whiff and gives Rat time to do this, right? So instead of doing the obvious thing of like backdash and then hit a button or backdash into forward dash or whatever, using that extra time to stall there gave Rat the offense to do this bad move. It's true though, as you say, Millia winning is good, but then this means Ram players are like, dude, even Millia can beat Ram. This is a tough tournament too. 248 players or something, 246 players. And a lot of people were going to Frosty too, so, you know, some players are not in it, but a lot of people entered for Frosty's practice. I'm sure Rat's also going to Frosty's. There's Rat. Rat is in the bracket after winning this event. Damn, Darkrai versus Rat, that is a tough one. I'm not sure about this patch, like how it's changed. Last patch, it was a great matchup though, for Gold. Rat doing well means I have to see a 900 comment YouTube comment thread, so who really wins? Moss, it's good for viewership though. The more comments you get on the video, the better it is for the algorithm, Moss. This is how we win. You just have to like laugh at the absurdity of it, because like otherwise, if you think about the reality of somebody spending their whole life just commenting constantly on YouTube videos about Millia being bad, like it gets kind of sad.